helpful for me is the load. You don't have to decide that until basically up to the moment of whatever you need.
Yeah.
So it's like you, you don't need a pre-plan to bring whatever. So you could just whatever scenario. Oh, I have this already. You just magic. Boom, it's there. So there's no pre-planning.
Yeah. And you might, it's going to be a little different when you're in the prison.
Yeah.
But
We don't get guns.
So
I think also like you can you're not really good at everything, but you can be if you take stress and like help people out.
yes.
So like if there's a
uh,
critical role, you can do a lot to like make it better. Like giving people advantage basically is pretty easy. But
yeah.
Okay.
So
it's
like
good to know who's like the best at something before you like help everybody.
yes. So if we're in a situation where Jonah's like, okay, what are you gonna do to this guy? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to persuade him, and I'm gonna push myself to add a additional dice. And I think my worry was like, oh, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to get too stressed out, so to speak. But we've got like what 8 or 9 stress
Yeah, you
boxes.
can do kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and it's basically encouraged to like keep pushing yourself because the terrible outcome is really bad.
Yeah, so especially if you're in like a desperate situation,
Oh, I'm pushing myself.
like yeah, if the situation is desperate, then like
What do you mean by pushing yourself?
So if you
You
look
can-
at the spreadsheet, do you have that pulled up?
Yeah.
So on the bonus die, underneath resolve prowess and insight, it says push yourself, take 2 stress, assist, take 1 stress, or spin the gambit.
What's this? Oh, okay. So you
So
always should push
yeah.
yourself or accept a devil's bargain.
Yeah. So Devil's Bargain, just to reiterate, that's something that you say like, ooh, I want an extra dice, but I don't want more stress. Then I'll say, hey, this bad thing happens, but you get the
Okay.
extra dice. So something bad automatically happens.
Oh, with the devil's bargain?
yeah, like no matter if you can fail and it happens.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Then what's the point?
But the
Don't fail.
well, it just is it as bad as you think it is?
Oh,
Like,
And the other thing is your heritage, your background, and your vice slash purveyor. You probably need to know this kind of stuff because it actually affects your XP.
yes.
So it's actually pretty important.
wait, hold on, I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Your heritage, background, and vice, which is all the way to the top.
Okay.
You would need to know those. Those are pretty important because it'll help you gain XP.
Oh, are you supposed to choose?
Yeah, there's a drop down menu on if you go to like the
Oh,
heritage.
okay.
Yeah. So those are somewhat important for you to gain XP.
All right, what's the vice weird?
Did you choose weird?
I don't know.
Vice weird is basically it's like it's. I
Isn't
think
there a
there's-
page for all this?
Yeah, there is a page for all this. I can explain it a little
I just
bit.
randomly chose one. Does it matter?
Kind of.
Not really.
It's yeah. So
It
if
depends
you,
on how you want to play it.
yeah, so you get experience if you act upon your vices like during the game. So like weird, I think specifically it can really be anything. We talked about this a little bit with Jordan, but
I chose weird as well.
I didn't choose weird. I was wondering what it was.
Like weird could be it's kind of like following like a weird passion.
Like the example I gave was, since my guy is like a doc with like these gangs, one of his vices is going to like competitive like stitchers and trying to run them out of business so he can get like all the like traffic from the gangs that are on these rec stations, or going in and impersonating medical staff to just fuck around and mess things up.
Yeah,
okay.
Like impersonating medical staff is like a really good, like that's a good weird, like a lot of times what you'll see it relate to is like kind of like cults, like magic, like it's like interest in those things a lot of times. So like if you're really interested into the Force, which there is like, it's called the Way here, but it's just the Force, like that, like going on like research, like going on things to discover, going on trips to discover about the Way is also like weird, you know.
Okay.
Like doing a sacrifice to like a, you know, unknown deity is also weird. Like,
Gotcha.
There's like religion. I think religion's a vice as well. But like weird is just like the more unacceptable part of like a person's behavior. Like you could be like really, really into trains, and I think that's weird. But
wow.
For all you train aficionados out there, you're weird.
That's me.
Well, I didn't choose weird. I was just wondering what that was.
Well, yeah, it's just it's very vague. It's like, I think specifically the book plants it as something of like you're interested in the Way.
Okay.
But like I'm not.
I chose
I'm not
gambling.
Yeah.
I'm like gamble with their
I
lives.
switched mine to obligation.
Yeah, that's fine. Obligation is like the D&D example, like, oh, there's an orphanage you support, or like even you have like kids and a wife somewhere that you're sending money to, or like you're trying to spend time with,
or like a son that you abandoned and then you never told anybody about.
I don't know anything about sons.
I just gave an example.
No, but
we're gonna figure out what's going on with Bruin one of these days.
One of these days.
We're gonna figure it out. Who's that kid? Why do you care so much?
Was so weird.
We don't know.
I don't know.
It's on the character sheet. You just haven't read it. It's pretty simple. Anyways,
I think you murdered someone's family and you adopted him. That's my theory.
George, you get a new mic?
Huh?
Yo,
You get a new.
Jonathan's trying to get this show on the
Kevin, be
road.
respectful.
We are 100. If all we did was talk, that would also be all right. I don't know. I get nervous because like, okay, the way the Blades in the Dark system or Scum and Villainy works is it's like this adventure could be 20 minutes, it could be 4 hours. You know, like it's not like there's no set time. So here's just kind of go brief overview. You know, you're in a kind of a Star Wars-esque world universe. You have Ansibles, you have light, faster than light travel. You have this ancient civilization that existed before all the current civilizations, and they just completely surpassed anything that's made nowadays. So like that's where every civilization gets their like warp drives and their like, you know, their gravity manipulators and stuff like that. It's those. There's like some things that just kind of defy all logic that only these previous beings made. And now we're gonna zoom in to where you guys are. Um, so the reason I sent those pictures is kind of to help explain it. You are at isotropic max security, and I just want to give you a clear mental image of what it looks like. So basically, imagine. Okay, so that's the Guardians of the Galaxy prison, by the way. So
Okay.
it's like all the cells surrounding like a tower. So they're, but okay, but it's a ship. The isotropic max is like basically the world's largest ship, and it's composed of like these prisons were like in these hexagon shapes to start with, and they were just one ship. And then slowly over time, they stuck the hexagons together, and then that's the Caelum wall city. If you've never heard of it,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's over time. Slowly, the prison was built onto it, like piece by piece, to house more and more like facilities and more services and cells. But it's not so there's parts of the prison that are actually have cells, and then there's parts of the prison that are made of these compartmentalized little add-ons. So you know, it's in a way, it's really, it's also just a really big city, but you have parts where it's like, oh, this is a living room that goes into like the gambling den next door because it was built there, and then it was like there's all these. It's the layout is just irrational and hard to explain, but the way the prison has kept its reputation up to now is a couple things. It's three things. So one, it has a 0% recidivism rate. So if you don't know what that means, is
Is it like crime rate?
what? So recidivism is like what percentage of people come back to prison,
Oh,
and the reason why it's 0 is because no one ever leaves. And usually, so it's run by these corrupt officials, and I have the name somewhere, but it's run by this corrupt official who take bribes, and they don't really care. Run by Bafma Fraz. I don't like that name, but it's run by the corrupt Bafma. And so, in the another aspect of it is, they have scans that run the whole length of the ship, and if it detects weapons or like frequencies, like signals leaving the prison, basically they'll just jettison the component that came from it straight into space. So it's a very like, it's not like there's prison guards everywhere. It's like, it's just you, like you're breathing space, like the moment you get caught, because they'll just disconnect you, and then later on, you know, they might reattach that. So no one messes with the rules.
The
But
whole
that being,
they just shoot the whole section out in his face.
yeah, just flush everyone out in his face. So like that's why like you don't like mess around with the rules because they don't care whether you live or die. They just care about like just like they just don't want the repetition to get ruined.
It's like
But
venting.
like within the city, it's crazy because there's families, there's like stores and stuff, and like trades are going back and forth, but they all have to be done like through the prison officials. So like there's people running gangs from inside the prison, but it's like every single thing has to go through a prison official. Okay. You are I'm going to do something a little differently from the book, and I'm going to do what you normally do at the start of the mission, and I'm going to make you guys do a fortune roll.
Okay.
Noah,
Here we go.
Noah and Kevin. No. Well, sorry. We'll wait on the rolls. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how much dice you have to
Okay.
roll this fortune roll.
So what am I looking at?
So it's I don't think it's on your little. It's in the book. It's not
okay,
on that. But basically, you guys need to choose your strategy. So this is in the character sheets. On the PDF, it says planning and load.
Yeah.
We're not going to worry about load right now. Planning.
Okay.
Choose assault, deception, infiltration, a mystic plan, social plan, or a transport plan. Probably not transport. That's just gotta limit you out like that. But
Probably not going to be assault either.
I mean,
it can be. So
Probably not infiltration.
We're already infiltrated.
So we're already in the prison, right?
you are in the prison.
Are we
I'm gonna
prisoners?
say,
Yeah.
yeah, we should. Well, let's. Yeah, you are all prisoners. John and Jordan were completely innocent. You guys just got put there wrong. Noah and Kevin's
We're
characters,
innocent.
like they got caught on the last mission.
We're
So,
innocent.
Yeah, sure.
They caught the wrong person.
Right.
We can, yeah.
All political, okay. That's why we're in here. It's political.
So, no, so go ahead and yeah, you can.
You had to choose one, right?
Do
Choose one.
we all
Yeah,
choose one individually or choose it as a group?
As a group.
As a group. Give you more details. So I apologize. There's a lot of context to go through. It is the Isotropic Max started as a mining. It's a mining ship, basically. So like, but they don't have. So what it does is, it doesn't ever land on a real, like, location. It just lands on an asteroid, depletes it, lifts up, lands on another one. So it doesn't ever exist in atmosphere. There's no like only guards have spacesuits. Like prisoners will get like tubes with like masks and stuff. So they don't have like they're always connected to the system. They can't ever disconnect without cutting off their oxygen supply.
There isn't just ambient oxygen supply to the station.
No. Oh, sorry. for when they're drilling.
Oh, I was like,
For when
whoa.
sorry,
was
when
like,
they're going,
what the
whenever
heck?
they're going outside.
Okay.
Whenever, but there is ambient oxygen.
I thought
within
this
the
was
station.
like Avatar.
Yeah. So, and
This is.
I vote deception.
I think that's our only option.
I vote social.
so
Mystic.
Deception.
I'm okay with deception. Wait, am I? Yes.
You don't have any connections in jail, Kev.
I got a noble connection of an old friend.
so
Roll it all on that.
it's. I'm just gonna say this. There's representatives of like every faction in prison. So it's you can probably find.
Triad, guys. We gotta go
Contact.
find the triad.
Which one?
No, the triad. The one that's
Strongest
owned by
one.
Asian people.
And I'll also say this: you can. Sorry, I'm differing from the starting scenario, which is why this is messing up like this. But
That'll teach
you guys know where your equipment is.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you get in the right spot, it's like just across the door in a safe, like
Okay.
down the hallway in a safe.
Okay.
Are we
Would
in
that-
prison right now, or are we just walking around?
That's up to you guys. Like, where do you want the plan to start?
I mean,
And that depends on your mission or your plan.
I guess me and Noah would be right next to each other. 'Cause
In the
it's-
cell block.
Is our
Yeah.
mission to escape from prison?
Yes.
Yes.
Or we can run it. Or we can run this place.
Oh no. So I'll say this.
John's like, no, you can't.
I'll say this. So
Can we leave a calling card?
it's
Billy
you guys
the
have been so Noah and Kevin's characters have been here for about a year.
So we just showed up.
But you guys, I don't know how long you guys have been here. That's up to you guys.
I choose to have been here for a while.
Okay.
I choose. I just a fresh, like, everything down there is still tight.
Yeah. So. Okay.
I was not expecting that.
But so here's the deal. I'm gonna say.
Wow.
I get it all out.
I'm
while
gonna
you're
say
still
th-
single.
You guys' ship is
Uh-huh.
gonna be sold off. Noah and Kevin's ship, like, it's like the reason why you're doing your plan today is because it got auctioned off and they're picking it up today. And then I'm gonna say the other two are on death row.
What?
So like you guys got committed, and also you're gonna be like, it's like you're
I just got here.
you're talking to,
All right. Sounds good.
or
right.
not. You're not.
No, that's fine. Fuck it. We ball. We roll with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I just a little recap. I just showed up.
Yeah.
And
You walk into the cell.
Yeah.
And you see us.
and all three of them are sitting there.
I have tattoos now, for sure.
You're taking the leak. They had tried to have a private conversation about how to escape, and
Uh-huh.
you were just in the bathroom and
Okay.
caught it. No,
We got like a group.
yeah. And it could be that you guys all worked for the rebels.
No,
That
they
could-
work for us.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right. So our
True.
intention is to escape, right? Everybody's on
well-
board with this. What about you?
Listen, you whippersnappers.
Wait, time out. What's your
Plan
guy's
to
name?
get off this wreck station only ends in one way. All of us dying, or one of us making it.
What's everybody's name?
Can we all make it?
Who's
Well,
this guy?
that depends. You got any drugs?
I might know someone, but
For medical purposes, to be fair. So I can fix you when you get shot.
what? Well, let's hope that I don't.
What's your name?
What's everybody's name?
I'm Obadiah McCall.
Obadiah. Call.
Latrine Stitch.
I am Pax Andromedus, but you can just call me Pax for short.
I forgot it was exactly the same name.
This is kind of about me, the story.
I look over at. I'm assuming the RPing factor is about the same as D&D, but I look
Honestly,
over
it's a little less. But
a little
yeah,
less.
keep
Okay.
going.
Well, I look over at the other one that hasn't really kind of like, oh, you first.
It's common courtesy for the
Nope, I was like
Yeah.
gesturing like.
no. It's common courtesy for the new guy. What's your name?
Is that really okay? Well, I just invaded your home, but my name is Ephraim. But I've been known in some parts of other places to be Grenier, so whatever you choose.
Granier.
Name is Richard. Richard Ryder.
Short
Deft in all
for?
things.
Not short for anything, just Richard.
Yeah. What is the alias?
Nova.
Doesn't start with a D. Thought you were going with someone else.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
All right, fine. That's fine.
Somehow in this universe, Richard is like the short for Richard is Nova.
I like that being Kevin's. That is Kevin's thing from Earth. Like they just forgot that Dick was short for Richard.
All right, back to the plan.
Okay, so I overheard, probably shouldn't have, but I don't have a lot to lose here besides my life. So
That's a lot to lose.
well, I mean, yeah, I went in. That's what I'm saying.
Pax,
What
what do
he's
you
trying
think?
to say is he's gonna die. So really, he doesn't have much to lose because it's just his life. But
So he's just
we
gonna
have-
use us to get free.
everything to gain
Oh, huh.
by surviving. Look, all we have to do is get to our spacesuits before they vent. Once they vent, we're on the outside looking in. We have a ship. We just gotta get to it. Once
Where's
we
your
get to our
ship
ship,
located at?
it's on the docks.
It's on
I think.
No,
Yeah. Do you know where
on the south
docks
side
are?
of the rec station. I see.
Yeah, but we're also on the south side, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like right next to
yeah,
it.
we're pretty close.
A lot of this is like if you're saying it is, it is. It's just like it can be. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
All right, so we kind of
Also,
we know,
is there a
like-
south in space?
Yes.
so back to the plan. Back to the plan.
Yeah, what is the plan?
We know the guards rotation. Question mark.
Yes.
yeah.
I've been studying it for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
And we know where our gears are at. Our
We're
stuff.
actually not that far away from it.
Yeah.
It's actually just across the hall. No, I'm kidding.
It can be.
It's actually in the hallway.
It's right actually inside on this side of the bar.
So,
Yeah.
guys, we've infiltrated the police station.
He,
The other side of this door.
Actually, here's my stuff.
I drag a body in. This happens to be the guy that runs this place. No, I'm kidding.
Assume his. No. I was kidding.
All right, so we need to get our stuff first. I have a bunch of medical equipment on the other side stored with y'all stuff because they keep everyone's personal belongings in one centralized quantum safe, so it doesn't have to deal with the actual like physical space of storing an item.
What do you
So,
mean by
once
medical
we get in there-
equipment?
So anyway,
It's for medical purposes.
if we get some of the medical garb that I have, my pristine doctor's jacket, I can walk us into some places without garnering attention. And worst comes to worst, I'm sure you two can
Look,
be the more violent route.
we I could fake myself to be a government official. I just gotta get to my stuff, and then you could kind of escort us. We'll make it look like we're looking for a prisoner that's hurt.
So a medical professional and a government official.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we just play one card. Maybe like not try to confuse our people too much. I don't know.
Who is this guy? Who does he think he is?
I'm just saying, you know.
No, you're muted.
Sorry, have you not heard about Efren?
Yeah.
I've heard he is, what do they call it? A freelancer
Oh, yes.
from the moon. The original moon.
Oh,
I thought that was
my
the story.
stars.
Hold on, tell me though.
It's
Moon
still there.
Prime.
Prime. Yeah.
So,
The greatest freelancer to ever live.
Yeah.
So okay, let me guys help you guys out here.
Hmm.
Um,
We're gonna need it.
Yeah.
I don't have a map, so I don't know what's.
there isn't such a thing. But you guys do have the power to you can make connections to where you could turn off power in certain sections or
Like venting.
Oh,
I got an idea.
I could do that. I've got connections.
yeah.
I got an idea. I want to try. You let me know if I can.
Okay.
All right. So one of my old friends is Lenny, and they're a hospital administration person.
What do you mean by hospital?
As we all know, or healing clinic, whatever you want to call it, gene therapy, whatever. As we all know, the station that we're on, the clinic or hospital section, is directly attached adjacently to where they store all people's personal belongings, because when you come into the hospital, they strip you of everything and they give it to you when you leave. So what I want to do is I want to contact Lenny, because she owes me a favor, and have her shut down the power to the hospital, which will coincide, since it's the same little unit, shut it off and let us sneak into the door to grab our stuff.
That sounds like a good plan.
Now,
I'm here
okay.
for it.
Okay. So you're going with, yeah. Let's see.
So I guess this would be infiltration, because we're choosing like an auxiliary entry point.
Okay, yeah. So it would be like exfiltration because they're
Yeah.
No.
How well do we know the layout of this prison?
It's really confusing, to be first.
It's like it's very confusing. You have a good grasp of like
The bar is
like,
next to the
two-
laundromat.
Yeah, you have a good
Which is
grasp.
above the children's preschool.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so here's my thought. As soon as the power goes off, I'm sure security alerts, sirens goes off.
Security.
Everybody's gonna be aware of what's.
Nah, I mean, I'm sure this place shuts down power all the time.
It doesn't look like it's a very good,
Yeah.
stable grid for sure.
So my thought is, you use your old friend, and then I'll use my friend as well, who is kind of like a
split
Garth
the
and
party.
Saul. He could be says as a former guild member. I mean, I
Of
kind of
what?
think of him as like a mercenary at this point, maybe doing odds and end jobs, security guard jobs, that kind of stuff.
Are all people like prisoners on this in this place? No. Okay.
So maybe I could get in contact with him and see if you could kind of like, once the power goes out, maybe escort us out of this place.
Okay.
Like I'd imagine I don't know how much pull I could have, but as far as I imagine he's like hired on as an additional security guard.
Do these people want some kind of compensation? Was it just free?
You
I supply Lenny with a lot of drugs.
You mean medical supplies?
No, I mean drugs, the bad kind, the ones that people get addicted to. Yeah, she's cranked out of her mind most of the time when she's at work.
Okay.
I'm being honest.
So he's just an old buddy of mine. I don't know, John. Can I even say that? Like he's
Can we trust
hired
him?
on as a security guard.
just
I don't know
Let's see.
how much of this old friend thing because
it's your ability.
yeah,
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Because that is your ability. You can
yes,
do that.
it's my special ability, and so he's just a security guard who could help us escape once we get our stuff and the power
Yeah.
shut down. He could give us a safest route out.
Let's do it.
Okay. So plan infiltration. Entry point is
The hospital.
the hospital. So all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll fortune dice right now. And so this is the bargaining part. All right. So you get one dice. So if you remember 1 to 3, normally it means like a failure. So in this case, it just means you're in a super desperate position. Like
Which is not good, by the way.
Not
people are shooting at you already. So especially since you're in prison. 4 to 5 means you're in it's a risky situation.
Still not
it's
good.
all right. It's all right. It's your default. And then if you roll a 6, that means you already passed the first obstacle.
Okay.
In this case, let's see. You are trying, so you get one dice just for being bold, like being who you are. So you automatically get one dice. You get a negative dice per plus per bonus, and then you get plus dice per I don't know per like per asset or per like benefit that you have to overcome the situation. So okay, you are in a prison, right? So
Yep.
right off the bat, it is a couple tiers higher than you. I'm gonna say So it's 3. You guys are a 0 tier gang. So it's 3 tiers above
Hey.
It's not good.
No, that's not good.
you. So what we're um, I'm just gonna use that to base it off. Like right now, you are at -2 dice. So you gotta so you're gonna have to give me like things to get back up to it.
So what can we do to get dice? Like I know we can push ourselves to do
This
it.
is where you no. This is where you persuade him.
This is like
Yeah.
bargaining. So Kevin's character has a security guard to help him.
Yeah, so,
So that would be 1 dice. So you're at -1 dice.
so
So,
like
Okay.
if you give him
have an
examples
example.
of your character,
Yeah,
I
like
could
backgrounds that could
yes,
help
yes.
you in this specific situation.
Okay.
So
So I have.
what I,
Go ahead.
No,
what I would say is like my parents, so Pax's parents, they are kind of in government, but they were sort of not revolutionaries, but reformers. And part of my mom's reform as a senator was like restructuring the prison system because it's so unfair and the incarceration rate is so high. And there's just really, no chance to see judges. And as a kid, I was just like, dude, what is the craziest prison? So I was like studying with my mom, and this was like the one prison that I learned about. So I understand from a whole overall perspective. I like watched a lot of like YouTube videos on like the insane engineering of this prison or something like that, and so
It's week
I have
2.
a
Okay.
I have a good overview of how it actually works
you have a good general
because
feel for the
of my
politics.
parent because my
Okay.
parents were like trying to abolish it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I would say that
Which is part of why I'm in jail, by the way. I should be free.
So right now you're at
Yeah.
0 dice,
Political.
which means I rolled 2 and you take the worst option.
Okay. So can I, as for part of my like special ability, is welcome anywhere. If I'm wearing medical garb, I can be welcomed in any. I'm welcome even in dangerous places, and I get 1 dice to consort and sway when I'm offering people help. So can I say when we get into the hospital that I can like duck into a locker room, throw on like a nurse or like a doctor's coat or something to help us get through to where we need to be like the door we need to be at to once the power goes off?
No. So because your first obstacle would be
To get there.
to get there, right? So
To get to the hospital?
maybe not to get to the hospital, but to get that gear specifically. Like you're wearing a jumpsuit, you can't like. So like, what would like you could say? I don't know, like maybe you said you've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
So, and like because you're a doctor, you've probably helped out taking care of patients, or like maybe you stopped someone from bleeding out before in a cell, and they're like, okay, like you're more like welcome around here. Like they feel more comfortable with you around the hospital. Like you could say, oh, because of my previous experience with this hospital, like they're like less wary of me. So that might be a dice.
Another aspect is you may have saved a security guard from getting stabbed, and so they're like, "Oh, this guy is friendly. We know he saved us, so he doesn't mean harm to us when we see him."
Okay.
And this is like, I apologize. This is pretty like. Normally, it's more of a, like a firm, like this is the thing. But we're kind of a little willy-nilly here, but it's all right.
Okay, we'll say that since I've been acting as like a doctor on this like space station for a while, can I say that when the like a little illegal medical practice that I ran, one of the people that visited it was one of the guards after like a really bad bar fight, and they didn't want to get in trouble, so they came to me instead of like where they work, and so that's why like they're okay to like let me in, or like they're willing to like look the other way while they're on duty.
Like,
coming in.
all you're saying is it could help you in a situation. So it could help you in this specific situation, not that it will or like.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's gonna
Yeah.
do the thing, but like it presents the
Yeah.
opportunity for it to work.
Yes. And I would say so. Like I would say you're back at 1 dice. So statistically speaking, you're going to be in a desperate situation, which is fine.
All right.
I can, if you want, I can say because you already, because you already had the in for I don't know, the person turning off the lights, turning off the power. I can say that's like, I can say that's a benefit. Like I can give you a dice for that if you want, because okay. In the book, it gives you that you can turn off the power. So like it.
Oh, okay.
So I can. You don't normally roll like this for the starting scenario. But,
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
all right.
So it's back to John. He
If you
probably
have
went.
any, what? No idea.
Well, I'm
try
confused.
anything.
Why are we trying to get dice?
So I'll roll this and it'll indicate what your starting scenario is.
Oh, okay.
The more the better for us.
Yes.
So like we did the Ocean's 11 like pre-planning thing, and we're finding out where in the execution of our plan that the wrench is thrown into it that we have to like pivot and then solve.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what each of us have done so far, besides me, is to convince you why we should get more dice.
Yes, exactly. If you're bargaining, you're like, well, I did this. And if I was really mean, I would say, well, okay, the prison gets an additional dice because you're trying to do the one thing that, like, I think you're mute, but it's just like, it's like, this is the one thing it's made to do, and you're trying to escape it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
just anything. Your history, you could just come up with whatever background since we don't know you yet.
But is it canon? Like once I've
it will be canon after this point.
Okay. Well, let's see. So our plan is just to get to the place where all the equipment is held.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, I have, let's see. I'm addicted to a certain drug.
Okay.
You're a freaking flyer at the hospital.
But I just showed up, so it's not like I know the layout very much.
Okay.
I have a military background.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm assuming the guards and situation is kind of willy-nilly, not very like organized in.
It's not like it's not organized. Like there's guards and stuff, but the thing is, when it comes to like the outer city parts, they kind of like I said, you had the main prisons with like the real cells and the towers in the middle type of thing, and then on the outskirts are the kind of the city part of it. Like guards don't really go in there; they just kind of evacuate those things if trouble happens. There are robots though. I will say that.
Okay. Wait, what?
We're about to go there. Okay.
Um, I don't know. I'm
All right.
You don't have to come up with anything.
Yeah, we don't. You don't have to come up with anything.
Oh,
But I wanted to give you that opportunity if you wanted
Gotcha.
to. I didn't want you to feel like, oh well, I could have done this. So we're gonna
I'm
begin.
still trying to figure out the framework I'm working
Yeah.
with here, and but
So you literally can make
I'll get
anything
there.
up. Like with your military background, you could be, oh, when I was in the service, I met Carl, and I know Carl got stationed to work here as a guard. I could
Ooh.
see if he potentially would be able to help, like Kevin's guy, guide us in and out.
No, or here, or I'll give you one if you want it.
Arson is the
Yes,
guy.
whatever it is.
Uh, there's like, how like prisons normally separate into like gangs and like factions or whatnot. Like there's a gang that's just military people. Like they all have like the same, tattoo or whatever. So
Oh,
like you went there and it's like, oh, all these guys were military too.
Seventh
And
Legion.
They're your brother.
so like maybe they'd be willing to help set up situations,
Okay. Yeah.
Radio 13.
Is
I didn't realize
we
I could
can
make
go
up characters.
well that's kind of the thing. So like the reason why you make up your friends at the beginning, like the influential friends, it's just so that I can have people to pull from and
Oh.
create. But if you're creating people, I can just use those. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. So this is not the friends part of your character
This-
sheet, is it?
No, it can be. It can be if they have a reason to be in the prison. But honestly, probably don't.
Right.
You don't like people don't leave Isotrope at max. Like,
Right.
That's
Okay.
okay. So we're just gonna go. Do you want a dice for that or not? I think I gave you a dice for power, and then for someone you have it in who could turn off the power for you, and then a dice for. It's like you have, like prison friends already in it.
Yeah, whatever seems fair.
All right, we're gonna start with 3 dice.
4.
What?
No,
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna take one back.
Four.
What?
What did you 5? We're bargaining.
No.
Five?
no.
5?
7.
Okay,
7?
so you guys got a 5. You got 3, 5, and 5.
No.
So you start off. Well, no, this is good. This is good. So you start off in a risky situation, which, like I said, default situation.
It's better than desperate.
Exactly. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make a clock. I have one right here. I have
A clock.
yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna do a 4 o'clock. For get your stuff.
Before we get caught.
And it doesn't have to be bad, but it's also, and I'll do an 8-tick clock to escape. Right. So I don't know if you can see that. It's backwards.
It's not on
All
our.
right.
It's not for us.
Okay. Get your stuff. Escape. So, we're just gonna start off. The lights turn off. I'm assuming you all chose to meet up. You're in the hospital portion, right?
Yeah.
All the power goes off. There's people dying like right now, by the way.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
Not our problem.
Not a problem.
We trained for this.
So, my plan was for my guy that's supposed to the security guard. I told him as soon as the power goes off.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
like kind of a pre-meeting, right? Because we gotta let him know where to meet us.
We can do that as a flashback, but
Got it.
we'll see.
Okay.
I'm gonna just establish you're like somewhere in the hospital, whether you're, chatting up someone or you faked illness or something. You're in it. The power's off. And then like as the power goes off, you hear the robots drop from where they're hanging.
Like
These are
in operation or not in operation?
in operation. They have started. So none of the lights are on, but you just hear they're mounted throughout positions on the wall, and they just kind of drop, and you just slowly hear the whir of them like starting to stand up, and then like they start looking around the room. So
This is
it
not
is
good.
up to you. Are you? I think the first step is, well, you guys have to tell me what to do, what you guys are doing.
Well-
These are Mark 2-23 robots. They're
How many are there?
This guy's say like two, maybe like
2,000.
two, like
300.
at least two per floor of this little hospital. Like it's like, but these are, imagine like the assassin droids from, if you've seen it, like the, what do you call it? The new Bounty Hunter series, whatever.
Oh,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
Oh, the K5s.
The K5s. Yeah, these are the K5s. We'll just call them that because.
Okay.
And they've started patrolling. You do not want to mess with these guys.
So where's our gear at?
Why did they just show up in a hospital?
No,
Well-
they're stationed throughout they're stationed throughout, but they showed up because the power kicked off.
It's like an emergency system activation or something like that.
Yes.
So where's our
Okay.
gear at?
First of all, we need to get Obadiah some gear so he looks like a real doctor.
Yeah.
Well, I am a real doctor.
Don't look like one right now, so let's give you some gear.
Well, that's true.
So I started like scrounging around for like a stethoscope and stuff like that.
So okay, what are you going to do? Keep in mind you are in a risky situation currently.
Like, do they know that we did it? Are they coming
They
for
don't
us
know that
specifically?
you
If
did
they
it.
see us on the shot side, are they going to shoot us?
They don't know that you did it. People can't see each other, but there are still it's still like an area of prisoners, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now they're
So-
walking around and their icon is yellow. It's not red.
I don't think he does
Yes, yes.
Oh, he does.
So the icon. To put it
Well, we
that
got
way,
nothing
yes,
to be afraid of. They're not looking for us.
Okay.
We are not in our
But
cells, but
they're like
what if we give ourselves a reason to be here, like a
Like an
crazy
injury.
I'd look at the new guy.
I don't have a shiv on me.
Pull
Dude,
out.
they would. First of all, let's get stuff for Jordan to look like not Jordan, Obadiah.
All right. Can I say that can I say that I was here helping out, like volunteering? Like
Sure.
that's what I was doing to be here right now when the power went out.
Here's the thing. So this is kind of the nicer part of the prison. right? This is a hospital. It's not like it's more like put together than the rest. So you're not going to find gear on people unless it's on someone or locked behind doors.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
I can take it off someone's body.
Let's go to the locker room, guys.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess my question is, if I was here volunteering, can I say like I was like suturing someone and I like pocketed a scalpel so I can stab one of these guys to make it look like there's a real emergency?
Yeah, 100%. You can do that.
Okay, cool. So I take the scalpel that's out of my pocket and I stab it in the gut of Effin to make him start bleeding. And then I tell Pack and Rich to like pick him up on his shoulders and we start to like run past the robots with this bleeding guy to get him back to where the docs can help him.
Okay, so here's the thing. So what you're gonna do is you tell me an action, and then tell me what role you're gonna do to perform this action.
Well, I'm gonna make a decision. I'm gonna use doctor.
So how about me and Richard hold him like we're carrying him like in a litter, and you're like the guy in front of us.
Yeah.
So we're carrying Efren, and he's like bleeding because he like hit.
Well, I might die from this.
I'm a great doctor. You're not gonna die.
Wait, you stabbed Efren?
Yeah, so he's bleeding.
Is that John's character? I took the scalpel that I was using to clean up to eviscerate the incision.
I guess I don't get a choice in this, but I will take it.
No, he just did it.
Okay.
Wait. He's assisting.
Yeah,
Wait.
you hold real still for me.
Can I do anything about this?
Right? Works, right?
You can resist him, or you can. Are you trying to avoid being?
Well,
stabbed?
I mean, I was just saying, as he's coming at me, can I like, one of the guys that's holding onto my arm, I pull him sideways into the path of the knife. Let's say, I don't know, Richard.
Nope.
I can also. It doesn't have to be one of you guys. I could do it to myself. We just have to convince the guards to get us past.
Well, it can't be you. You're the doctor.
Yeah.
You can pretend to be a doctor.
With a wound?
So we'll say that this is a flashback, right? So you were talking about this previously.
Okay.
just so that you're not like in the dark wasting your time.
Okay.
Like while there's robots putting everyone on the ground.
Question.
Yeah.
Just thought of this.
Yeah.
When the power goes off, can I say the guy that I know, the Garthan Saul, which is the security guard, can I say the protocol is the security guard would evacuate or get the people wherever the place is power shut down to a different zone? And so the robots will be like, oh, I recognize security guard. Protocol says to get them out here.
I'm going to say this. So the protocol is all prisoners are to get on. It's I think we brought this up last time, but it's like active shooter situation, right? So like what they do is let's see.
It's like what they do in a real prison. When like something bad happens, everyone gets on the ground, everyone's contained until whatever the problem is resolved.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if one of us gets stabbed in. As soon as we walk out, we're gonna get shot on sight.
We can get to the hospital, which is less secure.
I thought we are in a hospital.
Yeah, but we can move around because he's a doctor and he's welcome.
But the protocol is anybody's moving is essentially shot on sight.
Well,
he's a doctor.
Yeah, not like.
So people are being detained right now. That's what the robots are doing. They're going around detaining people. So that way, until they figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
My thought process is, since we're in a hospital, they're going to make an exception to let us pass because this person's actively about to die.
Well,
Yeah.
my thought
Whether
was
that works or not is whatever.
this guy's a security guard. He's moving prisoner, right? I would imagine the robot would identify. Oh, he's a security guard. He's good. He's just grabbing prisoners, putting it in a different location, instead of endangering the doctors that are with them.
Okay. Let's just you guys gotta pick something. You guys gotta make a move. Are you stabbing your friends? What's going on?
We're stabbing Efren.
We're
Efren,
stabbing
you're the
Efren.
new guy. You're getting stabbed.
Oh,
You're getting stabbed.
okay. So you said you're using doctor. Probably
Yeah.
the best choice there. So I'm gonna say this, just to like create the necessary blood to like and like to make it look real.
Yeah.
You're looking at it's whatever it is. Like losing blood is dangerous. So
Oh, it's
Wait.
bad. Yeah.
So-
Time out. Before you do that, you said you just worked on another guy.
Yeah. I have the stuff to fix it.
Just stab that dude and put all the blood on Efren and make it look like he's hurt, so he's not losing blood. But
That's so much less fun.
Hey, Efren, I tried to help you out, man.
Because then then there's another dude that we have to worry about. I have to then stab that dude to get a sufficient amount of blood to cover him to make it look like an emergency. That's a whole other thing we got to deal with.
Since this is like a non-premeditated thing, I'm gonna resist.
No, it is pre-med. This is the plan.
This is flashback, right?
this is flashback. This
Planned
is
this.
flashback.
I would,
Oh,
I
a flashback.
suggest-
I think
Yeah,
I
you're gonna-
remember not agreeing to this plan.
I
No,
suggest-
remember, and then we were like, if you want to be with us, this is your job.
I like the thought of these people who have been in prison for a little bit longer. Like, but you to be with us.
That's what I'm saying. I suggest like stabbing the other guy. Just put a bunch of blood on him.
But that wasn't part of the flashback.
I just
Like,
like
I can take it. I can take the stab.
All right.
I can do
F
it.
and resists. Pack, you're up. So I take
Okay.
the scalpel and I cut just below where it hit, like the left side of where his belly button is, and I make a like 4 centimeter long incision, about like 2 inches deep into like so it just goes past the adipose tissue into his muscle
Right
to
into
get
the
the amount of
aorta.
blood that we need.
So I'm just gonna say it's gonna be risky standard. So this is the first challenge, right?
And I feel like I'm assisting because
Can
I'm getting cut.
Yeah.
I'm
Well.
assisting.
Yeah.
I'm holding him down. I'm assisting.
Yeah. I mean, so like make sure there's no flinching or kicks
No
or
flinching,
anything.
or if he moves a lot.
Make sure you
that's
don't
how
move, boy.
I'm
Okay, so-
standing there shocked that someone would just take a knife for me.
This is what it takes, Efren.
Okay.
so-
So
I get stress.
you get a stress. Kevin gets a stress. Now, with your knowledge, it's a risky situation. Critical, you do it with increased effect. 6, you do it. 4 or 5, you do it. But
Watch
What?
yourself.
what was that?
I was just making a comment about our plan.
Yeah. So you do it, but there's a consequence.
Are you
4 or 5
pushing
is you
yourself?
do. Yeah.
I
Anyways,
don't even know what I'm actually doing as Jordan. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make this happen, so I'm waiting to figure out what I need to do.
So
before I
what you're
determine
gonna do is
what
you
needs to be done.
decide. So you chose the doctor skill, right? How
Yeah,
many?
I-
How many?
I have 2 points in it. I
you
have the
2
max I
points.
can right
so
now.
you start with. So you have 2 dice, and now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to decide before you roll how many. Like, are you pushing yourself? Which is like you're taking 2 stress to add a dice, or you can Or instead of pushing yourself to add dice, you could push yourself to have increased effect, so it goes better if you get it right.
Okay. So I push myself for the first one will give me an extra dice. The second one will just increase the benefit of me succeeding.
You can only do one of those push yourselves.
Yeah, so the first one would do the first thing, would give me an extra
Yeah.
dice, or I can choose to have the effect be heightened.
So you can either choose it to be more likely to succeed, or a better result if you do succeed.
Okay,
That
I want it to be
rephrase
more likely to succeed.
And I'm giving you an additional die because I'm assisting you.
Oh, so I'd be at 3 since you're helping me?
So you'd be
If you're pushing yourself and you're getting assisted, it'd be 4 dice.
Okay, I don't want to push myself to get another dice. I want to
Yes.
push myself to have the effect be heightened since I'm
The
already rolling
increase.
So
3.
you'll get 3.
okay. Yeah, that's good. And then
And so I take 2 stress.
Yes.
yes, and you can choose to add a gambit if you want. So
I don't know what
gambits
that means.
gambits are like, I think, where's your ship?
We have
It
2
says on your
gambits.
what?
We
Yeah,
technically
two
have
gambits.
that though. I mean, we don't
Yes,
have the
you
ship
do.
right now.
you have that with the. That's just like the ship is the crew. So your crew has 2 gambits, and gambits are like, they're dice that you only get them once per mission, but you can add a single dice to any of your rolls.
I think 3.
I feel like I have 3. 3 is a good
Okay, yeah. So
good
roll.
I think we're good. I took the 2 stress to heighten the effect if I succeed.
Yes.
Okay. So I want a 6 is the ideal.
6 is the best.
6 is best. 6 or 2 6s.
Oh crap! We got none.
What is it?
I got 2 2s and a 4.
Okay, 2 2s and a 4. So
I think
you
we just lost packs.
it's a partial. It's not a partial. It's you succeed, but
It's a partial success, right?
Pax can never have
yeah.
children.
you succeed.
This wasn't a part of it.
No, you succeed, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate position.
So
I- What?
as you cut Pax, he really tenses, and there's no blood coming out, and then they're like, "God, it didn't work," and then he breathes in and relaxes, and just blood starts going everywhere. When he relaxes his muscles a little bit, but at first he didn't think it really worked. Now he's bleeding.
So
I'm just putting it everywhere.
I'm just gonna make it real simple for myself. I'm just gonna say you would have had reduced effect, but because you pushed yourself, you had increased effect, so it cancels out. So what happens is, let's see. I'm gonna say Pax takes level 1 harm.
Oh, nice.
Because you're gonna take harm regardless to do this, to pull this off.
So you just mark something on level 1 harm.
Yes.
I'm putting my abdomen is cut open.
Yeah. All right. So you have a nice bleeding victim. So what are you doing next?
All right, now we throw them on the gurney and we start pushing them towards or carrying them, whatever, to try to get past the robots to where we need to go.
Okay. They're just all right. All right. They're looking at you, and you're halt, get
Just a lot of
down,
cuss words, F-bombs.
prisoner. They're robots. So right now they're pointing at you. They're like, get down, get down. They're pulling out batons, like stun batons or whatever, and
Nice.
stop what you're doing. Proceed to the
Nearest exit.
proceed to your cell, and it's up to you guys. So, like, if you try to keep going forward, something
Can I-
bad is going to happen.
Can I sway them and tell them that, or persuade them that this doctor is trying to save this patient? He's, as you can see, he's bleeding out.
We're okay.
Meanwhile, I'm
So,
super nervous. My hands are shaking. The whole thing.
these are just to clarify, these are human-built robots. These aren't
Humans.
the ones that are like intelligent. Like they don't. These aren't the like. So I should clarify. There's like some robots that like are based on old technology. They're like Star Wars. Like they have favorite colors. They like have personalities. Like these robots don't have that.
So I can't even persuade them, basically,
Like
or sway them. I
No.
guess.
no, I will say that you'd have a better chance trying to sway maybe like a actual doctor standing by, like someone
Is
who's
there a
not
doctor
in a
standing
ghost.
by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sway the doctor then, and tell him this patient is bleeding out. As you can see, this doctor told us.
This other doctor. This helper.
Yeah.
He's a helper.
Can I assist Kev with the sway?
Yeah, I'm gonna say well, yeah. Yes,
I'll say-
you can assist them.
Dr. Stevens, this patient was stabbed, and I explained exactly where he was stabbed, like I inspected it, and I'm not the one that caused it. I was like, he needs to go back to trauma room 1 now so we can stop the bleeding.
It's a very specific description of the stab.
Okay.
I'm really good at my job.
All right. So you're gonna take 1 point of stress to help
Yeah.
Kevin. Give Kevin a dice.
I'm pushing myself.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm getting 2, 3. I get 4 dice.
That's a lot of dice. All right. Yeah. Sorry. So this is risky standard. This is
All right, so it's 2, 3, 6, 4.
2, 3, 6, 4. Okay, you got a 6. So, so it works exactly as intended. There's, there's a nurse standing by, and she's like, stand down. This man needs to go to the hospital,
We go to the hospital.
or he needs to go to the trauma care.
Trauma room 1.
What happened? And then the robots, they kind of stutter in place. But they just kind of walk past you. So, and you're going to get your stuff, right? So I'm gonna give you 2 check marks on the get your stuff clock.
Nice.
And now it's moving on. You're going to the facility. Yeah,
So we're getting our stuff now.
you're going to get your stuff.
Wait,
let's-
did he stop bleeding?
He's still hurt. You
Dude,
can-
no,
Until I get
it's
my
still
stuff,
bleeding.
and I get my med kit to fix him.
Yeah, presumably you want him to still be bleeding because
Oh yeah.
We're just carrying a bleeding man from this place to another place.
and here's the thing: it's eventually. So you're having to step like outside of the hospital grounds eventually to get your stuff.
Mhm.
Like it's not in the hospital. So there's this awkward transition of like oh, you were in the hospital and it made perfect sense for this bleeding man to be here, and now you're skulking around, uh, kind of near the administrative, services of the prison. So,
why did we even go to the hospital?
Because that's where the stuff is.
well, I guess no. So, I thought you were getting medical gear, is what it was.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. And then once we have the medical gear, we can go to like where the stuff is stored. Because Jordan can get around easier.
Okay, then.
Oh,
So, like, tell me how you're gonna get medical gear though. Is the thing. So
I guess it's a lot of confusion. With the original thing I stated was that I was under the impression we could just make stuff up. So I said that the hospital was connected to the place where all the stuff was stored. So if we shut down the power, we could easily transition from the hospital to the place where where our stuff was. If the goal is just to get the medical stuff, and then we have to go to a different place.
it's kind of like to. It's pretty close. Like it's pretty close, but it's not like the
It's not like the
stored.
same place.
It's like maybe like 3 doors down type of thing.
Okay.
So
good band.
Yeah, so we get Pack back to one of the trauma rooms, and we put him on the table, so it's past like the checkpoint for where the robot guards are, and it's closer to one of the doors we need to get to, right?
Yeah, I can say yeah.
So we get all the people in there. Who's all in the room with us? Just the doctor and the one nurse that came with us, or just the nurse?
There's a doctor there's like a surgery team like already there. No one followed you, but there's like on the bed there's a guy on the bed on one of the beds, and there's kind of like some people like kind of stitching him up.
Is there an empty room?
So you're just gonna go, whoops, I didn't know that one was full.
Is there like a little thing about this room that says occupied?
Occupied.
There's no power, so
yeah, there's no power. So I'm gonna make the claim that you like walked into one that's full. I guess. Do you guys just want to look around until you find one that's empty?
can we just find medical supplies for us to stitch Packs up?
Can you just freaking fix this?
In the room, since we're in the surgical room?
Yeah. I think you can. So you can go in there. Guys, like, wow, this is. It's crazy. What's going on? I just.
When the power stopped, a piece of metal fell on me. It cut me right here.
You were looking upwards.
I show him, and I spread it out, and like more blood goes everywhere.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You could. Yeah. There'll be a doctor ready to see you, and they look at Jordan's character and like.
He's like, I already got permission from Dr. Stevens to take care of this man. We just need an empty room.
Sounds good. I think level 6 is clear, or not level
Trauma
6.
Center 6.
Yeah, Trauma Center 6 is clear.
6.
Just go over that
Fantastic. Let's go, boys. Take our way there.
I will say this: you see, the actual doctors are they are fully suited up. They got their space helmets on. So
what?
Because we could get ejected into space.
Depending on what happens. So
wait, everyone. Did you guys just see what I saw?
Oh, it'll be fine.
it's hard. It's keep in mind it's still like it's pitch black. Or
We can
like
take their stuff.
the warning lights are on now. He really is, you know, it was more of a voice, like you heard it through the microphone of the helmet.
Okay.
We just want to make sure that you have all your spacesuits.
But
Does our equipment include a spacesuit?
it can.
Yeah. Well, I have a spacesuit, kind of.
I mean, we don't have equipment right now.
You don't have your equipment right now, so
Well,
you
yeah, I'm
wouldn't.
just wondering.
Yeah.
Like, can we just take the spacesuits here?
Yes, it will be
You
part of
might
your
be able
equipment.
to.
The doctor's spacesuit room.
But
Sew me up. Sew me up first.
Yeah. So
I'm sick of this.
All right, get them on the table.
I throw them onto the table.
There's you already rolled for the doctor roll for this, so I'm not going to make you roll again. Like he has level 1 harm regardless. It's not you can't do anything about it in this moment. But you've stitched him up. He's not bleeding out anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make
Yeah.
the bleeding less obvious, so that when we go to the next place,
Yes.
Put some
people
gauze
aren't
on.
like, "What are you doing?"
You clean him up. Yeah. Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? Gonna hang in there?
Doing good. So, in my studying, I know that all the doctors have a spacesuit room. Spacesuit room. That sounds weird.
In their lockers.
In the locker. So if we can go to the doctor's offices and the lockers there, we can probably steal theirs instead of going to our stuff, which is probably more secure.
Yeah. Would they ever have reason to vent this place?
They probably would if we had a weapon. They would vent it.
Oh, good thing we don't have it. So we're fine.
Yeah, but we will eventually get a weapon, maybe, and then we'll get vented.
Anyways,
The
so
clock
are you
is
trying to find the closet, the coat closet
Yeah.
or whatever? Okay, so you can pretty easily find it. I'm sorry, what is Jordan? Obadiah knows this.
Call.
He knows this place like the back of his hand, so he easily takes you in the dark to it. And you're in front of it. It is locked, though.
Okay.
I can't remember what the.
And I will say
It'll be
there's no power. So
Oh, they're like sealed shut.
you got to figure out. It's like a normal you normally badge in. It's like a normally just badge in.
Oh, it's a normal.
Like-
It's a normal door, but the lock is stuck in the lock position because we can't badge through.
Normally you'd badge in. So it's
Okay, can I?
This is why
Sorry,
we have
I'll let
our.
someone else do something. I feel like there's a lot.
so you
This is
can
why we have our guy, right, Efren. Isn't this your deal?
Yeah.
Can you get us in?
I don't have my stuff.
Well, freaking figure it out. None of us do.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can do a flashback, and this is what it's kind of really meant for. And you can say whether extravagant or less extravagant. Like you can say I did this thing, and I can have you roll for it,
Okay.
or I can say you just did it, but it took this much stress type of thing.
As I'm flashback, the first room we saw all those doctors in,
Yeah.
maybe someone left a badge on a table. Wait, there's no
There's no power.
There's no power. Okay.
To beat the lock.
Yeah.
So the entire building is pretty much shut down because all the power's gone.
It's no.
Do they have
Like I
a
said,
backup generator?
The emergency power was going on. I think I told you that.
Okay.
So you're like warning lights are on. I'd say that the doors are operational now.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, then I would say like while I'm in that room, because it's dark, I try to snag them, whether it's on someone's body or just like they sat it on the table because they're operating.
so so here's the deal. We're gonna have you. You're gonna have to roll for this. Um, yeah, let's have you roll for this. Um, what like are you gonna use this skill? Like, choose the skill
Oh, a
that you'd like to
skill?
do.
Uh, the only like a special ability? What?
No,
Like hack, rig, study,
Yeah.
scrap.
It can be
Hopefully
anything. You just
skulk.
have to explain why you did it. So
Oh,
skulk is
skulk.
the generic sneaking.
Oh, those things
Uh,
on like below playbook?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
or
okay.
that's your athletics sneak
Yeah.
stuff equivalent.
yeah.
Okay.
So here, the thing is, you tell me, um, like what you're doing. That way, it's like you can say like I don't know. Yeah,
Like with hack, you could say, "Oh, I tried to manipulate the mechanism
Yeah.
yeah.
that's keeping the door from like opening to like let it open with the passing of like a metal thing," or you could rig it to open if XYZ happens.
Or I can say you came in at an earlier point and you like hacked the computer to where like it would like recognize a certain signal. Like it registered a card that wasn't previously registered so that you could get in.
Oh. Do we all have cards?
Only you need one.
Only you need one. So I would say to make this simple, let's take one stress. Let's forget about the roll. We'll do you got one stress
Okay.
because it's something that was possible. Um, it was just generically stressful thing to do to
Mm-hmm.
deal it. So you have it, you get in, you get your suits, oh, and you're off to get your stuff now.
Yeah.
Do we look like surgical spacemen?
Yes, you do. You look like surgical. Well, that's a good question. Are you all surgical surgeons, or are you all like what's the
I
layout?
feel like that's a good idea if we're gonna sneak into the doctor's offices, steal like their their suits, their emergency space suits.
Wait, we already have it.
Makes Yeah, but we want to like make it. We want to like look like them too, right?
So that way we can get out to
Yeah.
the rest of the hospital and to like the
Yeah.
last like little checkpoint we need to get to.
I take the
right?
nurse one.
Okay.
So
Okay,
3
good.
doctors and a nurse.
There's got to be someone that's. We can't all be doctors.
Yeah.
Well, hey, do they have like a physician's assistant one? I'll probably do that one.
Okay.
Just like, pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
not
And
a doctor. Not
And a
too-
chiropractor, which is not a doctor.
Yeah.
Can I be like HR?
No. Unfortunately, they don't keep spare HR back at.
Yeah, they're like, dude, screw those guys.
Well, I mean, it's like I don't know. It's like if you're gonna be HR, you're just gonna be wearing what you normally wear.
Then I'll be a doctor suit.
Okay,
They
so
like-
once we have that,
Yeah.
now we
Yes.
can like leave the hospital and go to our checkpoint, right? Where the stuff is.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you can do it. So you exit the door out of like the hospital bay, and there's different hospital areas out throughout the ship, but you chose this one because it was close to your stuff. There's you get there. The power is still, the emergency lights are on, but the power is still off, even in outside this area. It's not like a fine-tuned control that you guys had. So,
So it's
Yeah.
on everywhere else, but not in the hospital, or it's everywhere. That's
it's
out.
just like there's a section that included the
Hospital
medical
and this
bay that
stuff.
you were at. I guess it's better to call it medical bay.
Okay.
So like there's like a large medical bay where you were at. The power around that is all off. So, um, going forward, there are robots patrolling the halls, though. So they're going to stop you and they're gonna check.
I'm assuming
So-
they're probably gonna be like, "What are doctors doing out here?"
Yeah, well, yeah. So they're gonna be doing that. But so it's up to you guys. Are you gonna try and
Can we like
you
hide
know
from them?
you can. You can. So,
So
anyone good at skulking? Or like
I can skulk.
so what I would recommend is like a group action skulk.
Okay.
So
Because
Since I'm welcome anywhere when I'm wearing medical stuff, can I help them hide by going up to the robots and kind of like I don't know, like distracting them while they try and like hide and sneak past?
um
it's a special ability, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a special ability.
While wearing your medic garb, you are welcome and even in dangerous places. Gain 1 dice to consort and sway when offering tending to anyone in need or whose family or friends in need.
Okay. I'm going to say like these are robots. So you can try and consort with you can try to find a guard and consort with him.
But we would still need
you-
to hide from the robots.
The
or
robots
not-
don't have like recognition of like this staff is permitted to be
like
certain places.
like a guard is, but like
So the robots just detain anything that they see moving.
That's what I was asking earlier.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay, Jordan. Let me ask you this:
Can
Yeah.
Jordan
Does the
flash a
robots-
badge that I used to open the
Hmm?
the doctor's locker room?
I don't think that wouldn't mean anything to
Okay.
them.
Okay, so let me
Um,
ask you this
Yeah.
to clarify: the robots in the hospital will recognize the doctors.
Yeah.
The robots outside of the hospital could care less about the doctors, only recognize the security, right?
Mm.
If that's
But
the case,
that's-
then my special ability will never work.
Well, it would work with humans, but not with
Okay, so
these are just specifically prison guard robots.
okay, so these prison guard robots would be fine with the security guard. If
Let me
that's the
see.
case, then I'm gonna do flashback after we get out of the hospital. Have my security guard escort us, whatever
Okay.
you want to call it, to our gear, and then safely out the place.
Yeah. There is yeah, no, you can do that for sure.
Because the robots will recognize the security guard and we'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Flashback.
Yeah.
Boom. We're gonna meet them. You meet us outside the hospital. Get to the gear. And get out. On flashback. PayPal.
You can get to the let's see.
was a good one, Kev.
I'm trying to think of. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you can get to your stuff. Here's the thing. You have gotten to your stuff, or you can get your security guard to walk you through the halls to your stuff. But he's gonna, he's gonna say, "Hey guys, like I can't. This is on you now. If I get caught with you when the power's on, uh, when the security cameras are back on, like I'm gonna be in a whole heap of trouble."
Wait, I thought
I'll
the
have to-
power is only off in the hospital.
No, the whole sector.
It's
sector.
the area like container stuff and like,
Okay, so
it's the whole
I'm gonna ask him, where can we get security guard uniforms?
Well, can you just bring us to the edge of the perimeter, basically, like where they
Yeah.
transferred it
You
from
can-
guard to not
Yeah.
guarded?
Or we'll stab you.
No.
Oh.
He's my friend.
Why? Dude, they stabbed me, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm their friend.
is he not your friend?
You're the one who didn't volunteer.
You held him down.
Because he
Okay.
volunteered for us.
I can let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see.
But
You got
just to
to
be
your-
clear, we're not getting any of our weapons, right?
That's up to
Because
you.
if we
So
have weapons, then they'll scan us and eject us, right?
so let's say you
We
made
don't
it.
need to know at the moment.
You made it to your stuff. I can say that you completed that clock. Security guard, he got you in. He's like, "All right, guys, the rest is on you. Like, good luck."
Is there
yeah.
security uniforms nearby?
Let's see here. Do you think you could fit a size 8? So you can pull out you can rifle through the lockers. There.
Okay. So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
so if we have enough security uniform, I could ask him what's the safest route out, and then I could use a legitimate ID, which is one of the items for myself,
Yeah.
and get us out.
You had a legitimate ID the whole time?
Well,
It was
that's
in his stuff.
items.
It was in his stuff.
In his stuff. Yeah. So, all right. See this route here? You're gonna want to go left, right, 2 more rights, and you're gonna avoid
Left, right, 2
the
more rights.
red-haired guard.
Avoid what?
Avoid the
Red-haired
red-haired guard. He will not let anything through him. And your old pal, and he says this sarcastically. Your old pal, Karis, is guarding that pathway, but it's the shortest route, and it should get you out with the least amount of trouble.
Okay, left, right. Avoid
Yeah.
the red hair guard.
Yeah,
Got
it just sends you back to where we started.
It like goes directly to yourself. No,
He is the redheaded guard.
Blast.
okay. Yeah, I think you've gotten through. I think with your uniform, your badges, and your other uniform items that you found. You can make it through the hall safely now. And you make it to your. We need to decide on your load real quick. How much stuff you're carrying. So that'd be 3, 5, or
We are dressed as security guards, right?
you
So
are
that'll
dressed
be-
as security guards.
Would that be light or normal?
It's up to you. So
Jeez. Oh yeah.
light
Oh.
light is you can pass for like a regular person. Normal is you look like someone who's dangerous, or 6 is heavy. It's like unavoidable. It's like that doesn't look like a real. Like you could maybe argue that like you're going full riot gear for 6, but other than that, people are going to question, why is this person dressed like this?
So I have
Yeah.
the spacesuit, which is 1 load, right?
Yes, you can decide that. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a spacesuit and med kit. That's what I have on me.
Okay.
But you don't have to decide now what else you need. You can just kind of leave it open.
Oh, so you only gotta decide what we have right now. We just choose to have whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
If it's on the list.
Okay, so I just have the 1 load, so I'm light. I have my spacesuit.
Okay.
I say we all go light, just so
Yeah.
we can be less obtuse.
Okay. So you make it. The ships. You make it to the dock. You make it all the way. You're in the light. You do see the red-haired cop walking down one of the halls. Is there? Do you just try to walk past? Do you try to?
We try to. I'm assuming
Hey, there's your friend. You should go say hello.
no. Time it where we could walk past them, where they're looking
Okay.
away. I don't know. What do you guys think?
There's 5 of us. There are 4 of us.
There's 4 of you, yeah.
Wait,
So
who-
it's up to you. You can. There's a variety of actions you can take.
Is this like a one hallway? And that's it.
No, this is like it's a lot of buildings constructed onto each other, so you can.
Dude,
can
can we
make your
go
way.
up? Can we go up and over them?
Yeah, you can crawl through someone's house. It'd be a scramble if you wanted to do that, or it would.
Dude,
It can be a skulk or a scramble, or
I can skulk.
yeah, let's go up. Let's go up and over. I say, hey guys, look, there's a rope ladder right here. If we just climb up it, and then do 2 blocks up and then 2 blocks over, and then go back down, we'll be good.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
ready?
yeah. So, yeah. Do you guys want to do a group action, or do you want to do? Did you all just do it separately?
Well, we should do a group action just to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that, and if like 3 of you roll a 1, then it means like 3 bad things happen versus 1 bad thing. So the way group actions work is one of you takes the lead. So typically the person with the best of that skill, and they roll. So whatever they roll, they get it. But the downside is you take stress. You take 1 stress per fail from the others.
Oh.
So if you if let's say John's character is the leader
Yeah.
and he rolls he rolls 2 6s, then you did exceedingly well. But if the rest of you got ones, then it meant
She's like super stressed out.
they got 3 stress from it, type thing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
How do you know who's
John,
more
what?
skilled at something?
you can just say it. You can say I have 3 dots or whatever. I have 3
I got
dice.
0 in
Three.
skulk.
Oh, I have 1 in skulk.
I have
I have
one in
none.
scramble.
Oh,
You can do skull like scramble is you just
Running.
as soon as you're seeing it, you're running around.
Oh, let's not do that. Let's skulk.
Like
Okay.
um,
So John rolls 1 and we roll 2 at disadvantage, basically.
no, you. Oh, if you have 0, you roll 2 d6s and take the worst response.
Do we want to push ourselves? Is the question.
Up to you.
Because if we push ourselves,
I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna push
Just be
myself.
1 die, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do either.
I'm gonna push myself.
I'll push myself.
Okay. Let's mark
Should
it
I
down
push
on your
myself
sheet.
too?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'll push myself. Push it hard.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
Well, you
Okay.
just roll 1, right?
Yeah.
It's whoever is the leader.
So I put 2 X's on
Got a
stress.
6.
Oh. Sorry.
Right. So
Yeah,
I have
you
a
put
total.
2x because you push yourself.
So I have a total of 3 stress now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got
potentially.
5.
You
So
got 5 stress.
I use 1 d6 for the skulk
Uh-huh. And then another one for pushing yourself.
for pushing myself. So I roll both.
So what do we have 2, 6, and a 5, right?
3 and a 4.
So 4, 6, 6, 5.
So, you weren't
How the
at
heck did you guys roll so
disadvantage,
well?
Whoa, this is luck, baby.
Yeah. So you guys rolled. Wait, you guys both had 0s and you rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 6.
Like, but
No, I pushed myself.
I pushed myself as
oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, uh, forgot to say, but that was a risky standard action, the default. You did it. You got around, but there's a complication occurs. So she didn't see you. That's the good news.
She.
What?
Oh. I didn't know it was
yeah,
a she.
sorry. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I will say this. You guys actually knew this person. Like the guard apparently didn't, but this is like the person that everyone hates. She's known for being especially vicious.
Because she's like a bad guard.
Yeah,
Corrupt.
but you guys made it past her. I'll say the complication is
Dun, 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 dun.
the complication is that the lights are on now, and you guys have made it to the docks, but it is like now like people will be able to see you.
Pull out my blasters.
Whoa, hey, whoa. So the auction just happened, right? And as we're walking up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm the pilot, like, because that's my thing. I'm like a pilot. Like, yeah, we're here to, charter the fire, what was it?
The fire drake.
Fire Drake. Yeah, we're gonna take it back to Elysium 9 for Jeff Bezos, who bought it. And we're just the crew. Security Force 9.
You see, you went up to like I'm assuming you're going up to the dock master.
No,
Who's
let
there?
me do it.
No, you went up to the dock master. The lights are on. You couldn't avoid running into him because um, he's like a pale green skinned individual, and he like pulls out his sheets and it's like, who did you say you were with? Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I
just a pilot.
can I
Like,
can I
yeah, you
step
can.
in from behind him, and he has his paper out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
All
so
right, yeah, yeah.
does it have the record of who bought our ship?
So, uh, I know who bought your ship, but I'll say if you want to do that, you would have to. Let's see. Yeah, I say it's that you can hmm, give me either give me a roll to try and get past this person, dude. So it can be it can be either study like you're trying to read it real quickly, you skulk, you're trying to be inconspicuous. You can try to like give me a method.
I guess shoot, I have none of that. Um, I'm trying to do it pretty quickly, like because I'm coming up from behind him, and then if I can catch a glance and then talk to him to figure out who bought the ship.
Okay.
Sway.
Well, it can. So what we'll do is, let's see. Like, do you remember lights fully on?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they. Well, let's see. Lights fully on. They are not expecting you to be there. You know. So, but so they see you coming. It's an open dock. Like think of the Star Wars on the ship's docks. Um,
Well, I guess my thing is, if Pax is talking to him,
Yeah.
he's gonna turn to him,
yeah, yeah.
and I'm gonna kind of approach, coming like about to talk to him, but before I do,
Yeah.
take a quick glance to see who bought the fire drake. Once I get that knowledge, I'm gonna talk to the dock master.
Gotcha. Right. So I'll give you this. It can be action either led by Noah or it'll be action by Kevin to figure this out. So tell me what action you're gonna roll, and I'm gonna tell you what your effect is.
um, can I be like commanding him? Like, dude, I'm here to pick up the ship,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that would work.
like,
You can command.
yeah. So I'm just gonna command him, and you know what? I'm also gonna need to see the maintenance records to make sure before we take off. I have to do pre-flight inspection. So if I could get those as well, and with that, I'll roll, and I'll
Yeah, it'll be. I'll say this same risky standard. Um, risky standard. You're just gonna have to.
I'm gonna push myself just for
Okay.
the record.
Push it.
Sounds good.
That'll be
Push it.
2. 6 and a 2.
Oh,
6 and 2. You succeed. It's like it wasn't like a thin, pale green skinned individual. It's like I wasn't expecting the demonic news network to be here so soon.
wait. You said what?
The hegemonic.
Network. Yeah, that's they've been really stressed recently, and we're just trying to get.
Also,
a lot
why
of
are
bad
you guys in guards costumes?
Yeah, well, we work for the hegemony, so this is like contracting for guards and this. So
While he says some hegemony, I like do whatever the salute is.
Well, I'm just gonna say. So you succeeded. You got on your ship. It was pre-programmed to not be shot at by the turrets.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
So it has the the hegemonic news network beacon on it. It was your add-on.
oh
Oh,
So
sick! Yeah.
yes.
Uh,
You could use that.
As I walk on to the ship, I just yell, "Triv!" See if my old friend, my fast friend Triv, is like still the mechanic on the ship.
Oh my word.
Or if we
Wait.
got just like my buddy from my
Who-
character sheet.
Oh,
Is he like the
I
ship
would say
mechanic? Does he
I
like
would
stay
say
with the
he's-
ship?
no,
Or is he
no,
like he owns
he's
a garage?
he's a mechanic. He's not
Your
your
mechanic.
Like,
Ah,
He's on Helion 7 right now. We gotta go pick him
yeah,
up.
dang, he probably got kicked off.
okay, so no, he's on like the planet. We'll just say he was on that like swamp world you guys start off at.
Oh, that
Okay.
place. Ugh.
Yeah. So you guys do it. You made it. So now it's downtime.
I just take her out nice and slow. Test it,
Wait,
This is my ship. This is my ship, guys. Come on. This is my ship. I'm a pilot. Welcome to my world, Ephraim and Obadiah.
Happy
sure
to
you
be
guys-
aboard.
We have some ship quarters from the people who they're not with us anymore, but I'll show you their rooms. To be the third or fourth biggest, so pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make yourself
Me
at
and
home.
Pax got the biggest room.
Yeah, we share a room.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No, we don't share a room.
No, you guys do.
Obadiah, you got the
Bunkmates.
Obadiah.
It's a bunk bed, dude. It's not.
Yeah,
weird.
I mean,
It's a bunk
you've
bed.
been in prison
could've
long enough.
decided who got the captain's quarters, so they both got it.
You've been
and
in
it's
prison
just
long
a
enough, that's just
smaller
how it
room
is.
altogether now.
Obadiah,
Oh.
there's a little room set up for you.
Oh, yes.
And
For my request to join y'all.
yeah. I think we got some plants that we gathered. We couldn't figure out what it was. I don't know if those
Plants.
Mm-hmm. Just plants laying around on our trips. They smell kind of weird. Sometimes we get a little dizzy after we be in the room too much.
Oh, I would
Marijuana.
woke up something nice.
Yeah.
No, pharmacokinetics was my specialty.
Oh, man.
Dude, Jordan is like the kind of doctor that would like go on Joe Rogan to talk about like DMT.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to open up your mind. And this beta thrioxine really lets you open up more neural pathways.
It's just like actually, if Alex Jones was a doctor, that was like.
This is what I came here to do, guys.
That's great.
We're gonna do podcasts.
So you guys have successfully, like, almost without a hitch, taken your ship back. So we're gonna run through some of the stuff that is just normal. It's the normal. It's called the downtime phase.
Okay.
If you guys want to.
Yep.
So I have a quick question.
Yes.
Since we have that relay, can we, as we're once we're like
common
far enough away from
Yeah.
the space station that they're not gonna like bombard us with their cannons, can we beam a like transmission to the station saying that like our crew was the first one to break this prison's no record or like impeccable record of like no escapes and that like fucking the rebellion
It
is
was
coming for
like
everybody? Something to that
I-
effect.
Can we?
Is that
300
when we
years
get our
without
spark
incident
ability?
has to reset to 0.
yeah. Days without escape in like his little montage. It's like 3,000 goes back to 0.
I will 100% allow that. So you
Nice.
do it. Um,
So we get +2 to heat, but we get 1 more dice to our vice during our next downtime, which now we can't overindulge.
GTA.
wait, yeah. So you got to. Oh, because that's your ship's ability.
Yep. Smart
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it.
Okay, it's perfect.
Can we use?
Somewhere off in the distance, there's a person who's like on the capital planet, and they see this, and like they throw their drink at the wall, and this is like, and then he starts to suit up.
Nope.
So,
Oh, suit up?
so this is
It's like the end of an episode. It's like a teaser.
yeah.
All
So
do it itself.
Can we? Our ship has fake transponder, so can we use that so they can't trace us back to our ship?
That's pretty much how we got out, right?
well, your fake transponder. I said that. It's. Let me try and find the reading on that so I can.
Usable remotely, this system can broadcast a different ship signal or play a powerful recording or act as beacon on command.
So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
'cause we don't
No.
want to use it from our ship.
So when we shot that message out, we flicked it on to get the
Yeah.
like ping that the message was being sent from like
Yeah.
a different ship. So that way
Yeah.
they're hunting down a different ship transponder code, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at.
No.
We should
Yeah.
use it.
That's. I'd say that falls within the purview of that.
Okay, can we ping it to like a high class noble, or that way when they get caught?
Like you can do it. Like you can say, like you can code it to where it looks like a high class noble, but it won't like.
It wouldn't matter since they know we escaped from their prison.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't. Like it would just be like alluding. It'd be more like, why is they like everyone knows like.
Okay, then can we do it to a criminal syndicate ship
Okay.
and start a
You're gonna so this will affect your status with that criminal syndicate negatively because you're drawing heat to them. Or well,
Hey, we got to build our rep. We got to build our rep. So we just
actually
keep it ourselves.
You're attributing it to someone else. Let's say.
Well, I mean, we could attribute it to like some cult.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's perfect. So.
Because I think we have black market for one of our ships.
Yeah. So this works out perfectly. So you pin it on the Vignerons, the Vignerons. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's call them something else then. Let's see the Vegetalis. Let's just call them that.
vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah,
Vegetables.
the Vegetalis.
Vegetables.
The Vegetalis. This is what I'm going with. But basically, it's a cult that
They grow mushrooms in.
no, they're trying to. It's a cult of like super rich people who are trying to gain immortality.
Oh.
So it kind of follows. It's kind of makes a little bit of sense because they tried to kidnap humans to, like prime humans to, like steal their life force.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I say that's very good and explains why you have a -1 in their status.
Okay.
Okay. So next is downtime.
Yep.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is you start with payoff. Prison doesn't normally have a payoff, but I'm going to say you get 4 cred because of the job that Noah and Kevin did beforehand. You videotaped you videotaped the government doing something nefarious, and while you didn't like get the full picture, you did videotape like bodies of prisoners and stuff like that
Just being dumped.
being dumped for unknown purposes at a location. So you get 4 cred for that. You can split it among yourselves.
I just get 1 credit to everybody, right?
Where do we put that?
On the top right.
So no,
Oh,
so
I see,
top
cred.
right is it's actually let's see. Let's see, where's there should be, so you can keep up to 4 cred on each person, and then there's stash, which is different. And we can talk about that.
But we got cred.
So each of you has 1 cred. So that allows you to do things like extra downtime actions. Normally you can only do,
Do we just put an X there or something?
What?
Just X?
That's what I did.
Yeah, just do an X. So each one of you gets 1 cred, and your pilot buddy, it's like, Noah, like, one great work you did. Glad that I'm able to pay you now, but or how did you get out? That was that's unprecedented. Like,
He's gone right away.
oh, sorry, I said Nova, not Noah.
Oh, Nova. I think you said Noah.
Sorry.
It's what we do. We're forming these group of guys. It's a teamwork here.
Yeah. They call us the 4 horsemen.
They call us the 4 horsemen.
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 Unapologetically, just
We're essentially space pirates.
Okay. Sure, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Good response.
like,
Yeah, brother. Sure.
Brother.
Like, I just want you to know, like people aren't gonna trust you. Like, you're like, you just don't get out of there. There's robots, there's guards, like, you just don't get out of those places.
And yeah,
It was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without
really easy.
only one person got injured.
I only had to cut a guy a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a question. Now that we're like on the downtime, can I fix Pax's harm with our medical bay?
Do you guys have a medical bay, or did you invest in something
Am I
else?
wrong?
We
do
don't
not have
have
medical bay. Okay.
Okay,
Never mind.
you can definitely
Meanwhile,
help.
our pilot.
You can definitely help, but let's do. We should do. Sorry, is the. Let's do. Let's do experience. I don't know where Noah went.
Is this downtime? Right
Yes.
now?
So
Can you
we're
explain
in down.
what downtime is.
So there's 2 phases to Scum and Villainy, Blazing Dark. Right. And basically, there's the mission, which is,
Yes.
it's honestly didn't do a great job, so I apologize on this one. But like, I did better last time. But it's supposed to be like this high pass, you're rolling for everything type of thing. Downtime is more of like it's upkeep. It's kind of things that help make broad strokes in stories. You're it is like specific actions that you are limited to. And we're going to walk through it step by step.
Okay.
I'll explain it. So we did upkeep. No, you get 1 cred because you got paid for the last job
Sick.
for getting out.
Our video of bodies being dumped.
Yeah. So now we're going to do. Let's see. Let's go through your. I think you normally just do this on your own time, but we're gonna go through the experience and count that up.
Okay.
Um. So we did not. Let's see. We're
We
gonna
didn't
go
do
through
any
the what?
I was about to say we didn't roll any desperation action.
No desperate rolls, so you didn't get skills that way. Um, okay. Every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP. You didn't do that. Get 1 XP if you satisfied these next things, or 2 if you did it multiple times. So, did you guys? They're specific to player book, but did any of you guys express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background while playing?
Forgot.
I'd address a tough challenge with influence,
Okay, so you got
which is my influential friend.
yeah. So yeah, so you get an XP for that because you used your guard, right?
Is that under playbook, right?
Under the
Or-
Yeah.
playbook XP.
I go
So
under like yeah.
Jordan, we're going through the XP. So under playbooks, no one rolled a desperate roll, so you didn't increase in your attributes or like your skills. But you are a Stitch, right? So
Yeah.
each of you has like multiple ways to gain XP for your playbook, which allows you to get new special abilities. For your specific one, Jordan, did you address a tough challenge with insight or compassion?
I honestly can't say that I did.
No, it's no. John, yours is scoundrel. Your special way for getting XP. Did you address a tough challenge with charm or audacity? And I said yes. I'd say yes. Get at
Oh.
least one. Did you do it more than once?
I'm trying to figure out what I did.
Well, you stole something. That would be like audacity.
Oh,
Yeah. Or like charm, did you try to sway someone?
I did not. Well, the group, they were swayed
Yeah,
by they
the-
let me in because I was so charming.
And you swayed the group to not stab you.
Sway the group. I won't accept that.
Okay,
That's
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Then
So I can put an X
No.
next to playbook?
Yeah.
yeah, playbook advancement. If you did that. Noah, I know yours was speed or flare.
I didn't do anything speedy or flary.
You could. I would say
The only thing
like,
I
so-
did do is
Yeah.
express that my parents were reformers.
Okay, so that's
Wouldn't that
definitely
be part of your like background or heritage?
Yeah.
yeah, your expressed beliefs, drives, or heritage or background. If you, I say we did this a couple times, kind of in jest, but I know Jordan. You expressed your background as a doctor. You expressed that multiple times, so you get 2 XP, playbook XP for that. John, you to your contrary, I think you expressed the background that
Oh yeah, with the
that you
soldiers.
yeah with the soldiers, but like with the
The military.
let's see. Well, that didn't really come into play. That was just for the fortune roll. But you expressed it when you were there for a shorter time period than everyone else.
Mm,
So like that's kind of like a background. Like
true.
I would give you 1 XP for that.
Sweet.
Um, I don't think anyone struggled with their visor traumas, so they don't get XP for that. So, is there any confusion there? I know
No,
that
that makes
was
sense.
rambling, but make sure you just counted up the XP you got from that. And I think this is at the end of each session. Okay.
Okay. Have to keep those things in mind.
Normally you can, depending on how long your session is, you can get it done. You might get like 2 missions done. So this would just be at the end of the session, but we'll wanted to cover that real quick.
Okay.
So we already did payoff and upkeep, or payoff. Upkeep is it's wear and tear of the ship. It's you paying to get it taken care of.
It was taken care of for us.
So, well,
I mean, it was.
Just added prison.
Yeah.
yeah, it's still like, yeah. I guess, I guess that's fair. They wouldn't have sold a broken ship to
Yeah.
someone. So,
Or it's one of those buy as is.
well,
Yeah. it's a government auction.
Oh, jeez.
yeah. Well, I mean, it is. It is a government auction.
I mean, our ship was still in pristine condition by our excellent
Well, you didn't
pilot.
pay for upkeep. You know what? You guys didn't pay for upkeep last time, so we're gonna do it here because it is a government auction. It is 100% government auction. So it's system quality plus crew quality divided by 4. I need to get on sheets. Do you guys remember what your system quality was?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's so
quality.
Here,
Oh,
yep,
let's see it.
it has 5 system quality. System quality is I need to find that Excel sheet. System quality is your it's
Oh, we have to roll a die.
yeah. We'll get to that.
Oh wait, no. For each
So-
downtime, you don't pay your ship upkeep.
Marker ship system.
Did you guys change it?
No, it's Fire
Oh,
Drake.
Sorry, Drake.
I just don't know what.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So for
all
each
the- so
for
the-
each X in quality,
Yeah,
so you have 1 comms, 1 quality, or 1 in weapons, 1 in engines, and 2 in hull. So you have 5. Crew quality is 0. Divided by 4.
We'll be rounding
Round
over
down.
now. Round down.
Round down to 1. So you have to pay 1 cred, or you don't, and you just kind of see what the results are.
I think the ship has 2 cred already.
Yeah, dude, just take it out of the ship budget.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
Okay. You gotta know.
I don't see where it is on
Here, I'll
the
do it.
thing. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you don't have to roll for upkeep. Heat. It was gonna be smooth and quiet. Low exposure, which is 1 heat, but you did your thing, and that added 2 heat. No one died, so you have 3 heat total.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's probably the best you'll ever see if you continue.
Where do we put the heat?
Um,
I think he just tracks it.
Oh, okay.
I can track it. I think it's. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm tracking it. I'll just track it. Sorry, this is the slow part of the game. And then you guys did not beat your wanted level. So, let's see. Yeah, every time you heat in a system reaches 8, you go up wanted level. You're not there. You're wanted level 0. So what happens is I'm gonna roll dice and there's a list of entanglements, and these are just simple ways that kind of push the way forward. I rolled a 5, which is cooperation. A faction, you have +2 or +3 status. I don't know if you have a faction with +2 or +3. You do not. So nothing happens. If you get high wanted levels, it becomes like, oh, a monster got on their ship, or like bounty hunter tracked you down. Different things like that. Yeah. Let's see. And now it's time for downtime actions. Downtime actions are, you get 2 of them if you're not at war. If you are at war, which means you have -3 tier to a faction, like you'll probably get, which it goes down really quick. It goes up really slowly. Your tier, like your favorability with a faction. So you're not at war, so you can get 2 actions, and this is where you can indulge vice, you can lay low, long-term project, recover, repair, train, craft. You can craft an item. Acquire asset is you can temporarily get stuff. Like if you know what your next mission is, you can get a speeder. It's like, oh, where you need to go really, really fast. I'm going to acquire an asset, get a speeder, and that way we can fly through the city more quickly. Craft is just what it sounds like. Like you can craft a magical item or something, or like a high-tech item. Let's see. Your stress continues to the next mission until you deal with it.
How do we deal with it?
Yeah.
So
that's what I
you
wanna
have
do.
5. So indulge vice, you take your worst attribute, which is resolve, prowess, insight, and you roll and you take the highest result. So if you have 0 dots in, doctor or something, you would, or not doctor, in insight. If you had 0 dots in insight, what you do is you roll 2 dice and take the lesser result. If you have, let's say you're a high level character and you have at least like 2 dots and everything. And let me better explain that. So if you remember, the attribute, like resolve,
Yeah.
it's like, remember, it's if you, these 2 dots only count as 1 because only 1 is in the furthest column.
Yeah.
But if there's 2 dots, then you have 2.
Yeah. So it just counts the first column, basically.
Just the
That's
first
why it's
column.
grayed out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like Kevin want to go first. So we'll have you.
I'm so confused. Okay, so you choose the lowest of your attributes. So in my
Yes.
case, I have no dots in insight,
Yes.
and then I roll what?
Then
Two
one.
dice and take the lower.
you roll 2 dice and take the lower.
Okay.
Um,
2 and 2. So
2
2.
and 2. So 2. So I guess yeah.
And
Do I
that's how
get
many.
rid of
That's how
stress?
you
What
get
is
rid of-
Yeah, so you would remove 2 stress.
Okay, so that's part of my downtime
That
activity.
is one of your downtime actions. You get 2, and you can spend a cred to get 3, and then spend 2 to get 4. Like 4. You can get an
Okay.
extra downtime
Okay,
action. if
so
you spend a cred.
the next question is these acquired assets. We don't really know what our next mission is, so
Yeah.
we can't really just
Yes.
figure out
So
what we need.
yeah, so I'm gonna give you a set of jobs, and it'll be for you to determine. And I'm doing really poorly, guys, but we'll do. Let's just play that out. Like your pilot buddy, who was previous, he was the one who paid you. We're gonna flashback to him, and he's gonna go, "Hey, if you're looks like you got some new crewmates. Um, if you're still in the game, I got some jobs for you. Um, some simple ones. You can.
Yeah, some simple ones like the last one was simple.
I mean, that could have gone a lot of ways.
Yeah, I was in jail for a year.
Hey, you could have been in jail for a lot
For
longer.
2 years.
But
Yeah, could exactly. Yeah, could have been in jail for a lot longer.
I
But
mean, how bad is it really? I mean,
was
I bet you
bad.
have like TVs and stuff there. Like, it can't be that bad.
This wasn't great.
Okay.
So
Well, here's the deal. We got a similar mission. Last time it'll be there is this noble. He doesn't ever stick his nose out from his palace. He's making a move. We have seen his plans. He's going to an asteroid belt in the Nicodemus sector. We don't know why, but he doesn't normally move. He's So this must be big. So what we're saying is, this is the okay. Let me take a step back. This is this is your old pals, the Hegemonic News Network. We think some big's going to go on. We don't know what it is. So it would be you to find out what it is. If it's detrimental to our cause, then you'd need to. We'd want you to take it out or ruin these plans.
search and destroy.
Search and destroy.
So, This is the guy from the news network. That's talking to us.
This is the pilot who
Pilot buddy, their noble who's
Who
going to meet
addressed
the
your-
asteroid
what?
is the news network guy.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we think it might be related to the. You guys were in prison. You wouldn't know. It was.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. You're right.
They're trying to break the great limitation, trying to give the Urbots free will. But
Well, yeah.
sounds crazy.
Is that a bad thing? Am I herbotist?
It's not. We all know that like Urbots and robots are different, right? You know, there's like ones that like have emotions and stuff, and there's other ones, but we don't.
But the question is, do I see them as equals?
They're just machines.
Yeah, they're not freaking. They're not like us.
What, some Heidi point nerd put some code in their head that lets them have free will? Yeah, right.
We gotta stop this.
I
I mean, think about all the stuff we would have to do. We'd have to pay people to do it. That'd be real bad.
we're just
A job's a job at this point, right, Phyllis?
okay.
Sounds
Well, there's other
You're not a
jobs.
robot racist.
I mean, we're
I
not.
think we
You can't be racist against a robot.
It's not a person.
It's not a person.
It's literally not a person. They're different than us.
Here's
It's a race, okay? Automatron.
okay. This isn't the only mission we have. We have others. We have one transport. Let's see, there's a stock of weapons on planet. Let's see, what's a good planet here?
We just need the best, the one that pays the most.
That's the highest risk. You know, pay equals risk, my friends.
Yeah, which one is that?
Don't you know I'm the greatest freelancer this side of the
Luna?
hyperbelt? The Kuiper belt.
Okay. Oh goodness. Let's see. What's the best one? No. The best one is probably weapon stockpile. Keep in mind it's gonna be heavily guarded. What planet is this?
Perfect. We have a doctor who can get into anywhere.
I got
Yeah.
friends in high places.
We just broke out of a prison.
Guys, Alright. I don't know where my notes went. Alright.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It's
Hey
the
man,
planet.
you gotta get it together with. We gotta know what our missions are. What can we take?
Yeah.
You
This
know,
is this is Victor 7.
Victor 7. Victor
Small-
7, you need to get it together.
Victor 7. Small small farming planet. We think there's a base.
Oh, I thought
In,
Victor 7 was the dude we're talking to.
What? Oh, sorry. This is just the dude. This is the dude.
Kevin.
Victor 7. We think there's a weapon stockpile. We don't know what it's going to be used for right now, but it's that much firepower. They could do pretty much anything they wanted. So
Oh, we could take a little bit off the top.
That's up to you. You just need to get rid of it.
We can take a little bit off the top.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
familiar with small farming outposts from growing up, so I might be able to offer us some insights if we take that one.
That's where that accent's from. I get it now.
Yeah,
It's also why he doesn't like Urbots.
damn machines.
That'll be
Next, you're gonna tell me my microwave has feelings.
it's gonna be like that's gonna be a 6 cred job. This is what we're going for.
Okay.
For democracy.
Crits.
You're gonna the search and the search that the noble is gonna do. Noble.
Looking for the noble that dipped.
Yeah, looking for the noble that dipped to the asteroid belt. Cassandra. Yeah. He's gonna be that's gonna be a 4 credit job. It's looking like we just don't know what to give it because we don't know what they're doing there. We think it has to do with the robots giving them free will. We think it has to do with the
6 cred guys,
some
right?
type of-
There's
What?
no question about
Well,
this.
hold on. If
No,
we're
that's-
talking about
that's a
giving
four
these
credit.
robots free will, and this guy's
So
wanting to do it,
No, we want to take the one with the 6 creds.
so this is
can we do the job to not let the robots have free will afterwards?
Can we do both?
Can you? Well, okay. So here's the thing: you're gonna have to do. That's coming up in a month.
Time sensitive.
So, can you like? Can you? Do you think you can finish the stockpile job
Split the party.
in,
I'm just kidding.
In a month?
in 2 weeks,
In 2 weeks.
or not two? Like just travel wise, it's gonna
Oh,
be,
true. We have to get there. That's
I
not just
mean-
like
It's interplanetary. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Yeah.
We do have a.
no jump drive, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump drive.
Yeah. Okay. Then I forgot about that. You have a jump
All right.
drive.
How about
You can do
listen, Sonny? How
5
about we
days
do
worth
this?
of travel, but it's still going to be, you're still going to have to do the first job in an amount of time so you can prep for the next one.
So why don't you just give us 11 creds for us to do both jobs, and if we don't succeed on fulfilling the secondary job, we just refund you credits for that job.
That's how jobs work.
Okay,
Two for one special.
I mean, we're taking 2 of your jobs off your plate for you. I mean, the little supply thing is only going to take us like a day or two to blow it up. That leaves us like a whole another 3.5 weeks to find your guy.
all right. Yeah, that's. I mean, you guys have a jump drive. You can probably
Yeah.
get there. Yeah, you can. Hey, I'll let you take it. I mean, it's not like we're just offering it to people trying to get someone to take it, so it's not like
Yeah, well, you give us the
Yeah.
courtesy of not offering the jobs to other people until we've given it a crack
I-
at it, though. I mean,
you-
common courtesy.
this is like a rebellion. You know what I'm saying? We're just getting it done. It's not like.
All right.
And so you can attempt it. Hey, if you do it, I'll give you the money. That's all I could say.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So so those are your 2 missions. So you on the farming planet, Victor 7, rumored weapons stockpile. Don't know what they're going to do with it. Your job is to get rid of it. And then there's the noble Cassandra is making a trip to an asteroid belt.
Which one do we think we could finish faster as a crew? consensus from everybody. Do we think we can go to this place, find the stockpile, and deal with it faster than we can go to this asteroid belt and find this guy?
Well, we know where Victor
Well-
7 is, but we don't know where this guy in the Astro Belt is.
The guy's not the guy's not leaving until a month, so he's on his home planet,
Oh, I misunderstood.
And he-
Okay.
and so he's not leaving.
Oh, so we got a whole month
To intercept him.
minus whatever travel time.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'd say 3 days travel time.
Okay.
So total, because it's a day each way.
Okay.
So
All
like a
right.
day to get to the farming thing, a day to get back.
Okay. Okay.
Coherence canon.
Cool. What farming village?
Oh, what planet? Got rid of it.
Okay.
You said by any means necessary.
I don't think I said that.
That's what I heard. All right, turn off the computer.
Calling card.
Okay.
That's our new calling card. We just Death Star planets.
Okay.
Blast him.
All right, so I know that we were doing the like vice and stuff, so we were doing Kevin's thing first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he removed 2 stress. Are you okay with just 2 stress being gone, or how many you had? You had 5 stress, right?
I mean, I have. Everybody gets 2 downtime activity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my
And you can
starting
do the
abilities.
same action twice.
One of my starting ability is I get an extra downtime activity.
Wait, do you have that?
Yeah, it's a starting ability.
Air respectability? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna remove it again. Just roll
Okay.
2 dice.
Take the lower. Yeah.
Oh,
3.
dude, by the way, once we get on the ship, we're smoking victory cigars because I have those.
Oh,
That's part of my
oh,
shit.
whippity up something much better than a cigar, boy. Hold on, let me get some of this fungus here.
I imagine like you're doing this while you're talking to the other
Oh,
pilot,
absolutely.
or,
He's
like-
full mad scientist, just
It's
fucking
like-
mixing chemicals and crap.
Okay.
All right, so I rolled a 3, so I have no stress now.
Okay. Well,
And then-
you are extremely lucky, by the way, because it could have gone poorly if you overindulge. Like
But
if you go
which we
Well,
can't.
we can't
can't.
overindulge because of our calling card.
Oh, that's right. Forgot.
All right, so my last one, I want to acquire an asset,
Okay.
and
What are you trying to acquire?
I'm trying to
500
acquire.
megaton bomb.
Oh God, no. Brass knuckles with tasers. So when I hit somebody, it
So when you
tases
hit
them.
someone-
This is Dead Island.
The brass knuckles also conduct electricity and you shock yourself.
Every time you punch.
Okay.
And it
Brass
essentially knocks him out.
So this would fall. So
Why not just have a taser, dude?
Nah, man.
Sounds
I
cool,
want
man.
brass.
Yeah. This is
so,
It's a taser, man.
so to acquire assets, just to clarify, it's gain temporary use of an asset. Temporary use of an asset. It could be
What the-
a contractor, an expert, or a gang. They show up with reasonable gear equivalent to their tier.
You
can
can't
do-
have a permanent one?
It's
You can
temporary.
do like
You could craft something, right?
you can
Yeah, I'd
craft
rather-
or you can, yeah.
I'd
So
rather
you could
think-
craft the brass knuckles.
Yeah, I'd rather craft a.
It's build an item you study the schematics for. So like it sounds
No.
like what you want to do is do a long term project. You want to like make something.
Yeah.
For a long term project, let's see. I'm just gonna make it like I think this is. I'm surprised it's not in the beginning equipment, honestly.
What?
Like
The
or
elect-
like the what?
No, go ahead.
Let's see here. Because I'm
I
looking
mean,
at it.
melee weapon is part of a load.
Yeah, I'd say you can just yeah, it can just be a melee weapon if you want. You don't have to bend like
So I could just say a brass knuckle with taser on it. It's part of my melee weapon.
yeah, it's just
But it's just for all intents and
it's
purposes, it's just a brass knuckle.
yeah, or I guess okay, yeah, for all intents and purposes it's just a brass knuckle because like Cerberus the ship, you can get the upgrade stun weapons. Right?
Okay.
So like then that has like weight to it, I guess. So you can do a long term well that's okay, you can do a long term project to get weapons for your crew. So that way you can just whenever any mission you can just get stun weapons.
So I can make 4 stun weapons.
You get the ability to increase the level of weaponry we as a crew can carry.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
choose to do this long-term project, anytime we go on a mission, we can choose to have weapons that offer the stun ability.
Oh yeah, then let me do that.
Yeah. Let's make
It'd
it
be great to have stuns.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so you can do that. It's gonna be yeah. Okay. It's gonna be let's just do it 8 o'clock. I really don't think this is gonna be hard. It may cost money
How much are we
later
talking
on.
about?
Like it's not like you can't just materialize stuff, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because I only have 1 cred.
It's going to cost more than that.
Mm.
Because so it's going to be yeah. Normally, okay, I will say this. Normally your ship you just don't have like the capacity to have stun weapons because it's like either like you don't have like the way to charge it properly, you don't have to like but upgrades it would cost 6 cred total. But you can make a long term project. I'll make it just at 8 o'clock. Um and then you can roll to get stun weapons. I think that's a lot of it is like figuring out where you can buy it from, like or like because it's not like stun weapons don't exist. It's like getting it.
Well,
like,
he can't do it anyways because he has 1 cred.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
doesn't
but
matter. I can't
you
do
can
it.
do a long term project so that you can buy stun
You
weapons.
start chipping away at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
eventually.
Sure. I will do that. I'll use 1 my cred, so it'll be 7 left.
Or like you wouldn't use the cred right now. So that like this is just you being able to buy it in the future. So like you're rolling. You'd roll any skill, and depending on the success level, you can't push it or anything. But depending on like what you're rolling and the success level, you can. I'll tick away at the clock that allows
So
you.
I'm
to
just
put it on
rolling
your
right
ship.
now.
Yeah.
Of what
So-
skill?
Well, how would you go about? Are you like saying, "Oh, I'm going to look around for people to get like the licenses to buy it, from a proper person," or are you like maybe you're trying to convince the black market people to be able to allow you to
would
purchase it?
Definitely use the black market people, because that's
Okay.
part of our ships. Would be
Yeah.
the contacts, and I would imagine they would have this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, he's just sending a lot of requests for quotes out, RFQs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to sway, consort?
Uh, which one is
Man,
the what is sway again? Sway is sort.
we're
Probably
going way.
consort.
Yeah. Okay. And you can't push yourself or anything. Just
Okay, so I get 2 dice.
roll.
Am I choosing the highest?
You are.
Yes.
Yeah, you are choosing that.
5 and 5.
What? Why
So
why do you even make us wait for an answer if it's the same number?
I don't know. I was asking that while I was rolling.
you filled in 2 slots of the clock, and so that was your third downtime action. You can spend your 1 cred to do another one, but that's
Nah.
your
I'm
bit
good.
for now. Okay. Noah, what are you doing? What is
I have 4 stress, so I want to just make sure I get back to 0. So I'm gonna roll. My lowest is resolve, and I have 1 in resolve.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll 1 dice. Oh boy, I rolled a 1.
Okay, so -1.
I think I'm gonna do it again because I
Okay.
want no stress. 6. So I would have overindulged, but I can't.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's perfect.
So I have 0 stress. Can't really do anything else. I was gonna paint my
That's a-
helmet, but whatever.
That's a pretty busted ability, like to not overindulge. That's crazy because that means you can do so much more per mission if you just
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the stress.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be mine.
Okay, Jordan, and I can read off these things for you again if you like.
All right. Okay. So I get 2 things.
Yeah.
Correct.
That is correct.
All right. First one, gonna lower the stress.
Okay.
So I just roll 1, right?
Yeah, the lowest number you have. So if you have an attribute like resolve without
No, he's
pick.
just got 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I have multiple abilities that have 0.
Yeah, but your prowess is the lowest, and you have 1 scramble, so it's
Yeah.
1.
Oh, so it's 1. Okay. So I just
Yeah.
roll 1.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I get rid of 6.
Yeah.
So I have no stress. um.
So
Okay, and then I can do
so you can acquire assets,
acquire assets.
craft, indulge vice, lay low, long-term project.
Okay, I'd love to craft something.
Dang it.
Okay. Let's see. Crafting. It's
Did you want me to
building
do something else, Kev?
No. What are you crafting?
what? Yeah. So I will say this. It specifies build an item you've studied the schematics for.
Oh, I couldn't
you,
Okay, then never mind.
you might want to do like you could do a long-term project, get schematics for something, and then you could build it later on. But
I want to.
a lot.
Okay, how about this? I wanted to be able to like make something that we could like consume that would so like the negative side of it is it would give us a stress for like pushing
Yeah.
ourselves, but instead of
Yeah.
getting 2 stress points from it, it will give you 1. So you could take this thing and it would just let the stress points from pushing yourself be reduced by 1, so you're only getting 1 additional stress when you push yourself.
One thing I have not been doing well is doing the story aspect of this, which is like presumably like Nova just went gambling, right? He
Yeah.
went gambling, and then Pax, like, what was his stress relief? Like, what did you like?
So my thing is that I'm like obligation and my background is
Yeah,
academic. So I feel like I would be like studying this planet, like obsessing over like all the like okay, where are we going? Like how are we gonna fly there? Like what's the path we're gonna take? So like his de-stressing is like making sure everything is ready for the next thing. If that makes sense.
so
Or is that not how it works? Or would it be like
it would. It's so like stress. Like it sounds like doing homework. Like so, like the whole point is you are like daring scoundrels. Like you do crazy things, and then you do crazy things that make you stressed out, and then you do crazy things that like so like
de-stress you? Oh, okay.
I can like you can
Yeah.
say like for example like
So
oh he
here's what I'll
really gets
say.
in the culture, he buys the clothes, he like starts mimicking the accents almost on accident, like you could do something like that like
What I'll
but
say is, so he's been a year in a prison, and his obligation is also like his parents are these reformers,
yeah
and he's wondering. He thinks like he got thrown in jail for being like his parents is like political, but it was not really because he murdered
yeah
somebody. But
yeah
so he's like trying to like catch up on a year of like, oh, where's his parents? Are they in like politics
yeah
still? Did they get like taken?
yeah
Um, like trying to figure out where they're at.
so like okay so with every vice even even though you guys can't overindulge um the thought is it could put you in risk. So what I would say is maybe you're like searching on forums and like putting your name out there, like,
Yeah,
hey, this is
he's like,
like so it's like, oh, police could actually catch you if you weren't, careful about like what you're saying.
okay.
So it needs to be something that's dangerous. And I
Mhm.
apologize. We can ask over Kevin's. It's like, is there like what does the gambling look like? Are you just gambling in the farming planet, or are you like what does that look like? Do you just find some like quaint little house in the background with people playing dice and then
That's what
okay.
I'm. That's kind of my thoughts. Is just whether it's cards or dice and
Yeah.
gambling.
Okay. So and all that to go back to Jordan's thing of
Okay, so I
there's a
have an
mechanical
idea.
thing.
I have a pitch for my de-stressing. You let me know if it's okay or not.
Yeah.
So, his indulgence is like just messing around with like a bunch of like medical supply. Like his background was like as on these like farming planets was like as an herbalist, like making concoctions and stuff to like help with like home remedies before he got sent to like a rec station, and that's where he did like more formal medicine stuff. So
Yeah.
he's always mixing with like different herbs and like plants and stuff and chemicals to try and combine them to make like these like massive cure-alls. So like his stress is doing that, but the side effect is he tests them on himself. So anything that's bad, the side effects
Yeah.
of drinking it, it's on him.
Yeah. Okay. So that's yeah. Sorry. So this was the help with the
That was the stress. You said in order to remove stress,
okay,
his like
yes.
his thing is weird. And I feel like
Ice.
that's
Yeah.
something that's weird for someone to like concoct their own little health potions at home and
Okay, yeah.
experiment on
So
themselves.
alchemy, basically, like
Yeah.
kind of like I gotcha. Similar like to how the first alchemists like blew themselves up because
Yeah.
they accidentally discovered gunpowder or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. So, but all that. So what I was saying is, when you're bringing up a long term project, think about like less about like why I want specifically to do this action. Think of like or like oh I want to add dice to this type of throw. Like what does it do like narratively? Like am I creating a drug that
I was thinking that like the drug would be like a psychedelic, so like you run the risk of like hallucinating things. So that way, like if you fail, the negative part of like using it is it gives you it makes the fail worse.
Yeah. Okay.
So the same way you can use a stress to heighten it to have a better success. If you take the drug and you still fail,
Yeah.
the bad part, the consequences are worse.
Gotcha. Okay. And it can get pretty bad. So I think I can accept that. So you're doing a long-term project for that?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Uh, assuming you're rolling doctor.
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah. Roll.
I got a 4 and a 2.
So that's a success. You get 2 of an 8 clock filled in.
Nice.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that's it. And then John.
Okay. I'm gonna indulge in a vice.
What does this look like for you? You gotta.
Drugs.
It's really
Specifically
boy.
Zolidone. I really like that stuff.
You're just
No.
a junkie.
I like the thought of like, I like the thought of like Obadiah being like this person who's experimenting with all these drugs, and then whenever he finds a good one, he hands one to like Efren and be like, "Oh, this one's good." Like,
Yeah.
And as I get to know him, I trust him more and more.
Just full on Walter White.
Yeah.
And Jesse.
Yeah. So, okay, so do
Start the-
your
Roll for something.
roll the lowest attribute you have. Like
Okay, what's the attribute? Oh,
it's the um,
I guess it would
attribute
be
is just
prowess.
the first. Yeah, the first column. If you have, yeah.
I only have 1 on prowess, and I have like 2 to 3 on the other ones.
Okay.
So you'd only roll 1.
You roll 1.
Okay. 3.
Okay. 3. Okay, you remove 3 stress.
Wait, it gets rid of 3 stress?
It gets rid of 3 stress.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Okay.
All right.
And for my second downtime activity, can I gain or acquire asset
Yeah.
of a contractor who maybe is highly an expert in explosives?
Okay. So like a demolitions expert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a very good thing. To acquire an asset, you roll crew quality. The result indicates the quality of the asset you get using the crew's quality as a base. So you guys have
What's the cruise quality?
you have 0.
Oh.
So but if
He said
you
screw
roll
the crew.
Screw the crew. So I roll 1 dice? Do I roll anything?
You roll 2 and take the least.
Oh, I roll 2. Gotcha.
yeah, you roll 2 and take the least.
Can I push myself?
No, you can't.
Oh yeah, 5 and a 4, so 4.
Perfect. So you got an asset, a demolitions expert equal to you guys' crew quality. So you get 0 to your expert, but keep in mind you're also 0 to your experts. So it's like he knows what he's doing. Yeah. So we went long, I think, right?
think that's it.
So, yeah, so I think that's it for the first session.
Okay.
I'm still
Interesting.
getting used to. I'm still getting used to like how to prepare for these things because
Yeah. I
because
wish
it's
those
like
guys I play with are not like just making up crap on the spot.
well,
No, I'm kidding.
no, it's so I think someone asked earlier, it's like, is there more or less role playing? And I think there's less because you're all kind of like making this narrative together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like at any role, it's like, oh, something bad has to happen, right?
Oh, I
Like,
see.
so it can't be someone always has to be able to come out of the shadows and like be like, I got you, or like someone always has to be able to be hurt, or like, anyways.
Hmm.
Thanks for playing. I yeah, this good.
I had fun once we got it going.
Once we figured it out,
This is like learning a new system.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just like trying to learn how to play D&D without having any idea what D&D is.
Basically.
Hmm.
very,
Maybe I
very
need to
accurate.
listen to some podcasts or something.
Yeah, I've listened to them. I wasn't thinking straight today.
It's being in the driver's seat is always a lot harder than you think it's going to be.
Yeah. I think there's one more thing we can do. Oh, by the way, Noah, you didn't do anything to get better. So like, like I don't know.
Yeah.
You can still
Hurt.
you're still hurt. You're gonna have less effect for
I
things.
got you when we deploy for our next mission.
Yeah.
I'm going into the knife.
Yeah.
No, I don't need a knife this time. It's
Okay.
Dude, we'll do like a little, like where they remove the belly fat and put ab implants.
What?
And jacked
Oh yeah.
6-pack.
So I think there's one other thing we can do at the end of each session for each item. So there's three types of XP. There's your attributes and your skills, and then there's your playbook XP, which is what you guys already got. There's also XP for your ship, the crew XP, and this allows you to get upgrades in the future, like to add things. Um, so the job, so for the XP bonuses, sorry, this is thrown on the last minute, but like you execute a successful job that opposes hegemonic dominance. I'd say yeah.
We definitely did that.
So gonna put X there. You continue with challenges above your current station. I'd say yeah. Like part of the reason why that was so slow is just because you're in a prison. How do you do that normally? Um, you bolstered your crew's reputation or developed a new one. And
We
you guys,
develop a new one.
wait, you guys are daring, right?
Yeah.
I'd say that was daring, right?
Yeah.
You express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
We sparked a rebellion.
I don't. I guess I don't know what the essential nature of the crew is yet. So unless you can argue
We don't know
that,
either, so
I'm gonna say no. You did not. Okay. So that's everything.
okay.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, you do that.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks.
John.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you guys in
Thanks,
like
Jonathan.
a week.
See you guys in like 2
Feel like-
weeks. Or a week.
2
Not that
weeks,
long.
right? Because it's
Week and a
what?
half.
Yeah.
Or a week. Oh yeah, for this too. A while. But
Probably not
for-
in 2 weeks. Cause
Yeah,
somebody's
probably
gonna
not
be
in 2
gone.
weeks. But
Yeah, he'll be free.
Jordan,
He'll have
you're
some fun.
muted.
He'll have time.
You're not gonna hop
I'll-
on Flat on your honeymoon?
From Mexico, I'll come in.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
He'll be free.
Yeah.
are you going to Mexico? That's really where you're going.
Yeah.
Cancun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, come on.
You're gonna be there with
I just don't know the